Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the annual harness racing here at the Williams County Fair. If you'll turn to your programs at this time, I will give you the changes and corrections that we have. If you'll turn to race 2. Race 2, number 1, the Ebony Dragon. Change the driver to Mark St. Louis Jr. Mark St. Louis Jr. will drive number 1, the Ebony Dragon. Number 2, Chattahoochee. Change the driver to Travis Seekman. Travis Seekman will drive number 2, Chattahoochee. You may scratch the number 4 horse, Smoke on the Water, personal. Scratch the number 4 horse, Smoke on the Water, personal. Number 6, Leading Yankee. Change the driver to Greg Bateson. Greg Bateson will drive number 6, Leading Yankee. And this is the first time on Lasix for number 3, Zuma World. First time on Lasix for Zuma World. Turn to race 3. Race 3, number 1, Pink Lily. Make the driver Jason Elser. Jason Elser will drive number 1, Pink Lily. Number 6, Ray's Parlay Girl. Change the driver to Jeff Nysonger. Jeff Nysonger will drive number 6, Ray's Parlay Girl. Turn to race 4. Race 4, you may scratch the number 6 horse, Winding Path, sick. Scratch the number 6 horse, Winding Path, sick. Turn to race 5. Race 5, number 1, Seeing Gray is racing off Lasix today. Number 1, Seeing Gray is going off Lasix, and change the driver on Seeing Gray to Travis Seekman. Travis Seekman will drive number 1, Seeing Gray. Number 5, Sirius Colt. Change the driver to Harrison Levan. Harrison Levan will drive number 5, Sirius Colt. Number 6, JB Magic. Change the driver to Greg Bateson. Greg Bateson will drive number 6, JB Magic. Turn to race 6. Race 6, we still need a driver on number 2, Ramblin' Rockstar. Need a driver on number 2, Ramblin' Rockstar. Number 4, She's All Jacked Up. Change the driver to Jeff Nysonger. Jeff Nysonger will drive number 4, She's All Jacked Up. Turn to race 7. Race 7, number 5, Vanellope. Change the driver to David Justice. David Justice will drive number 5, Vanellope. Turn to race 8. Race 8, we need a driver on number 3, Creating Dreams. Need a driver on number 3, Creating Dreams. Number 5, Pleasing L. Change the driver to Harrison Levan. Harrison Levan will drive number 5, Pleasing L. Race 9, we still need a driver on number 3, Big Dilly Billy. Turn to race 10. Race 10, we need a driver on number 1, Peter Butter Cupcake. Still need a driver on number 1, Peter Butter Cupcake. Number 3, Madam L. Change the driver to Harrison Levan. Harrison Levan will drive number 3, Madam L. Number 5, Corfu Flexing. Change the driver to Jeff Nysonger. Jeff Nysonger will drive number 5, Corfu Flexing. Turn to race 11. Race 11, number 2. Really? Are you kidding me? Change the driver to Dan Venier. Dan Venier will drive number 2. Really? Are you kidding me? Turn to race 12. Race 12, you may scratch the number 4 horse, Here Comes Charlie B, sick. Scratch the number 4 horse, Here Comes Charlie B, sick. And those are the only changes and corrections that we have at this time. We need a representative of Leonard Ludwig, trackside after the first race for the trophy presentation.
Good afternoon, racing fans, and welcome to Montpelier, Ohio, the Williams County Fair, Ohio Fair Racing Conference action. Doug Ballinger, Matt Clark to bring you the action today, 12 big ones. From Montpelier, we're going to open it up with the Springhaven Farm Lady Driving Series, a purse of $1,000, field of 3 to go to the gate as we get set for post parade for the first race. Announcer today will be Bill Peters. Mike Wepkenberg starting gate, John Ingram doing the starting today. 3 fairs going on this afternoon. Mike himself is at Worcester. John Wiest is at one of the Wepkenberg gates at Old Washington. And tonight, Mike Wepkenberg will be at Upper Sandusky. Let's go to Bill for the post parade of the first.
The driver is Leslie Joyce. Number 2 is Odds on Wendy, owned by Rockstar Meadows, Spencerville, Indiana, trained by Jesse Schmucker, the driver Emily Hay. At number 3 is Headbanger, owned by Hayter Stables, LLC of Temperance, Michigan, trained by Greg Bateson, the driver Jennifer Main. Horses will take 1 score and go to the gate. Attention, horsemen. We plan to warm up after race 1. Have your horse ready to on the track when the horsemen this race is going off.
Well, first race, Springhaven Farm Lady Driving Series, field of 3, the one Fred's Nightmare. Leslie Joyce will drive for Becky Zubkoff, 162,000 lifetime, 29 career wins. Emily Hay, the 2, Odds on Wendy. Only 4 career wins, 36,803 lifetime, and rounding out the field, 3 Headbanger, Jennifer Maid for Greg Bateson. 20 career wins, 160,000, a mark of 150 and 4/5, taken as a 5-year-old at Scioto Downs. Field of 3, in between the 3, have 360,000 in lifetime earnings. It's Leslie Joyce, Emily Hay, and Jennifer Maiden going at it here today as we open things up. Springhaven Farm Ladies Driving Series Championship will be on a Sunday this year at Delaware. It's moved to a Sunday. Several of the events have changed, normally on a Tuesday, but will be on a Sunday this year at Delaware. We'll be talking about some of those changes, how the racing format has changed somewhat at Delaware. Matt, you're going to have a busy weekend getting things ready for Delaware. You'll head up that way Saturday?
Yep, usually a full day of set up, and then a lot of races over the course of 5 days, but it's a lot of fun. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I would trade it for maybe just a couple tickets in that new tent they have there, the social club, and just enjoy it. But it's a lot of fun.
Well, maybe you can get Jay Wolf to work the camera for you, and he's got connections.
Oh, yeah.
He can give you the tickets there, I would think. He's a nice guy.
Sure is, yeah. If you're listening, Jay, you're a great guy if you can work something like that out.
The gate's rolling. Mike Wepkenberg starting gate. It's Leslie Joyce, Fred's Nightmare, Emily Hay with Odds on Wendy, Jennifer Main, and Headbanger. John Ingram, our starter today with the Mike Wepkenberg starting gate. Field of 3, here they come.
Here they come. Here, off and pacing the first horse away at the rail is Fred's Nightmare. In their second is Odds on Wendy, and the last horse is Headbanger. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Leslie Joyce has Fred's Nightmare on top by 2 lengths. Pacing second is Odds on Wendy, driven by Emily Hay, and the last horse is Headbanger, driven by Jennifer May. Going toward that quarter-mile mark. That's Fred's Nightmare still by 2 lengths now over Odds on Wendy, and then comes Headbanger. 3 horses well bunched as they race past that quarter-mile mark. 30 and 2/5. First quarter was paced in 30 and 2/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stands for the first time, that's Fred's Nightmare by 1.5 lengths over Odds on Wendy, with Headbanger right there third. No change as they race down to the half. That's Leslie Joyce and Fred's Nightmare bringing the horses down to the half. Sitting in there second is Emily Hay with Odds on Wendy, and third is Jennifer Main with Headbanger. 3 horses well bunched as they race past the half-mile mark. That's still Fred's Nightmare with a lead. Closing in a little bit second now is Odds on Wendy.
59 and 4/5.
First half paced in 59 and 4/5 seconds. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch Fred's Nightmare. 2.5 lengths back second, Odds on Wendy. Slipping through at the rail now a little bit is Headbanger. Going toward that 3/4 mile mark. That's still Fred's Nightmare with the lead. Now slipping up to second is Headbanger. Dropping back third is Odds on Wendy. Past the 3/4 mile mark to go. It's Fred's Nightmare now by about 3 lengths over Headbanger. And third is Odds on Wendy.
131, 1/5.
3/4 and 131 and 1/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's Fred's Nightmare now by about 5 lengths over Headbanger. And then comes Odds on Wendy. As they race toward home, Fred's Nightmare, Headbanger, and Odds on Wendy. Past the stands, it's going to be Fred's Nightmare. And here they all come. Headbanger up for second, with Odds on Wendy up for third.
2 2/5.
A mile in 2:02 and 2/5.
2:02 and 2. Fred's Nightmare, Kate Dwyer, 8-year-old Bay-Goated son of Fred and Ginger. 30th career win, $162,000 in lifetime earnings. Leslie Joyce takes the Springhaven Farm Lady Driving Series. Second, the 3, Headbanger Jennifer Main, and third, the 2, Odds on Wendy, and driver Emily Hay. Fractions were paced in 30 and 2/5, 59 and 4, 131 and 1. The mile, 2:02 2/5. As we mentioned at Delaware, the ladies' pace usually would go on a Tuesday, the championship. This year will go on a Sunday. Sunday's card features a 2-year-old filly Ohio Breeders' Championship, aged Ohio Breeders' Championship pace, aged Ohio Breeders' Championship trot, 2-year-old filly Buckeye Stallion Series, 2-year-old filly Ohio Fair Racing Conference pace, Signature Series Final, Signature Series Consolation, Springhaven Farm Ladies Driving Series, the Terry Holton Youth Driving Series, along with a couple condition races.
And driven to Vector this afternoon by Leslie Joyce. Now the fly sheet for this race is courtesy of Leonard Ludwig. And Eric Stantz, along with the Williams County Fair Queen, Mackenzie Frame, are in the winner's circle for the trophy presentation. Let's have a big hand here for Leslie Joyce and Fred's Nightmare and Leonard Ludwig, the sponsor of this fly sheet. Here are the official placings for race 1 from the top. Number 1, Fred's Nightmare was the winner. Number 2, Odds on Wendy was third. Number 3, Headbanger was second. Time of the first quarter was 30 and 2/5. The half was in 59 and 4/5. The 3/4 in 131 and 1/5. With a mile in 2:02 and 2/5. From the top, it should read 132, a mile in 2:02 and 2/5. In the upcoming race 2,
Pace Ohio Fair Racing Conference, 1 division for $13,600. Scratch down to a field of 6, and we'll be back to take a look at these 6 2-year-old colt pacers right after this.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year, Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Walner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out, Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
The roots of harness racing are born at the county fair. For over 150 years, people have gathered to watch horses battle it out for fame and glory. Catch the thrills this summer at an Ohio Fair Racing Conference County Fair. The OFRC races at 22 fairs in 20 Ohio counties. Trotters and pacers put it all on the line to be called the best in the Buckeye State. The Ohio Fair Racing Conference, where the path to greatness begins.
Back at Montpelier, Doug Ballinger, Matt Clark with the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. Ohio Fair Racing Conference action. Got 12 of them today. On to the second race, 2-year-old Colt Pace. Purse of $13,660. If you need a program, want to follow along with us, you can go to harnessracingohio.com. That's harnessracingohio.com to print a program off. We're also live today at Old Washington. They're going as we speak, as well as Worcester, Ohio, going as we speak. And tonight, post time at 5, or probably a little before, it will be at Upper Sandusky at the Wyandotte County Fair. A field of 6 for the second mat. 2-year-old Colt Pacers, a nice purse, $13,660.
It's going to be a fun day. There's a lot of big fields, a lot of big purses. So this one I'm really looking forward to. There's a couple horses I really like in here, and the Ebony Dragon, Zuma World, and Fired Up Henry L. And they're all very nice pacing colts.
Beginning with the Ebony Dragon, Mark St. Louis Jr. will drive for Tyler Bates. 10 wins and 13 starts, $47,000 this year, 152-3 earlier in the year at Sauda Downs. 2, Chattahoochee. Travis Seekman picks up the drive for trainer Ryan Miller. The 2-year-old bay colt, Balather Up, has 1 win and 8 starts, $7,564. A winner at Lima, the Allen County Fair, in 2 minutes about a month ago. 3, Zuma World. Jeff Nysonger's trains and drives for Kathy Gorby. Nysonger's stables, our 3 Sons stables of Atlanta, Georgia, and B. Roth of Albany, Ohio. 10 wins and 12 starts. This one ranked 5th in the Ohio Fair racing points. The final to be held at Northfield Park on October 11th. So we mentioned 10 wins and 12 starts, right at $35,000. Best winning time was a qualifier, 157 at Sauda Downs, but 1 in 58-4 at Troy. He's rattled off 5 in a row. Last one out was a winner by 5 3/4 at Kenton in 2 minutes. That's the 3, Zuma World and Jeff Nysonger. Should be a good one. The Ebony Dragon off the rail against Zuma World. These two come head-to-head for maybe the first time this year. The Ebony Dragon is ranked 6th in the point standings with Zuma World 5. The top 8 will compete at Northfield Park, as we mentioned, on October 11th. 4 scratch, 5 captain said. Pierce Henry drives for Thad Doty. The 2-year-old Bay Good son of Wells said was a $5,000 purchase. Has 2 wins in 10 starts with 3 seconds and 3 thirds. $14,000 this year. 203 at Attica, 4 back. 6 is legendary Yankee. Greg Bateson drives for Larry Foos. This is a 2-year-old brown colt by Yankee Cruiser. A $17,000 Ohio Select purchase. Has 5 starts this year, has 3 thirds, $3,229. Last time out, paced a mile in 2 minutes and a 5th at Wasion, finished 3rd, beaten 8 lengths, the mile in 58-3. Completing the field, the 7 Fired Up Henry L., who ranks 7th in the point standings. Hank Levan trains and drives. Levan Stable owns. The 2-year-old Bay Goat, the son of Catch the Fire. Has 6 wins and 15 starts, 4 seconds and a third. Right at 37,000 on the year, 158 at Bucyrus. Last time out, finished second, beaten 3 lengths at Kenton, pacing a mile, 158-1. Going to have a post parade here.
This is the 2-year-old Colt Pace, going for a purse of $13,660 and a blanket courtesy of the Williams County Fair Foundation. Number 1 is the Ebony Dragon, owned by Suzanne Bates of Gibsonburg, Ohio, and Cedar Point Beach Racing of Fremont, Ohio, trained by Ty Bates, the driver Mark St. Louis Jr. Number 2 is Chattahoochee, owned by Miller Racing Stable Incorporated and Chris Gilbert of Greenville, trained by Ryan Miller, the driver Travis Seekman. Number 3 is Zuma World, owned by Kathy Gorby of Huntsville, Ohio, Nicesonger Stable of Lebanon, Ohio, R3 Sons Stable of Atlanta, Georgia, and Benson Roth of New Albany, Ohio, trained and driven by Jeff Nicesonger. Number 4, Smoke on the Water has been drawn. Number 5 is Captain Said, owned by Deer Lake Stables LLC of Osseo, Michigan, trained by Thad Doty, the driver Pierce Henry. Number 6 is Leading Yankee, owned by Phil King of Windham, Ohio, trained by Larry Foose, the driver Greg Bateson. And number 7 is Fired Up Henry L., owned by Levan Stables Incorporated of Woodstock, Ohio, trained and driven by Hank Levan. Horses will take 1 score and go to the gate. Against the bars, you plan to go on that for race 2. Have your horse ready to go on the track for the Horsemen racing going on.
Be interesting to see how this track plays out today, Doug. I remember from last year, it's tiring. It's kind of deep and kind of tiring. They went some pretty good first halves and then kind of walked home several times. But there's some awful nice pacing colts in here.
Yeah, this is a good race, Matt. A very good race. The Ebony Dragon off the rail. Chattahoochee could be there. Just got her first win last week at Wauseon. Zuma World coming off a mile at Kenton, 2 minutes. Has rattled off 5 in a row. And then we look at Fired Up Henry L. He's ranked 7th in the point standings for the Fair Conference. He has 6 wins. He was second at Kenton, pacing a mile in 58-1. So, you might set back a little bit and let him go out on the front end and beat him home, which you very well could, as you said. It could be a tiring track today.
Yeah, I don't know how the 7 hole is going to play out for Hank, but he's a big, good-looking colt, and he shows pacing in 53 at Scioto this year in a sire stake. So
the Ebony Dragon does like the front end, so see if Mark St. Louis Jr. Can work a trip out. He will probably be on the front end, but by working the trip out, I mean fractions in his way, maybe get him a pretty slow front half so they don't have so much speed coming at him on that back half in the final quarter. So the field making their way to the gate. I guess I didn't notice the first race. I guess we are scoring 6 wide here. We just 1 trailer. So John Ingram is our starter with the Mike Weckenberg starting gate. It's the Ebony Dragon, Chattahoochee, Zuma World. Captain Said, Leading Yankee, will slide down 1 spot, as well as Captain Said with a scratch of the 4, Smoke on the Water. We'll have 5 on gate with a trailer, Fired Up Henry L. and Hank Levan. Let's send it up to Bill Peters to give us a call of the second race.
Here they come. They're off and pacing the first horse away is the Ebony Dragon. Up on the outside, second is Captain Said. In their third is Fire Henry. Racing fourth is Uchi. On the outside, fifth, that's Zuma World. And the last horse is Leading Yankee. As backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark. Mark St. Louis has the Ebony Dragon on top, but flying up on the outside now comes Zuma World, driven by Jeff Nicesonger. Zuma World sticks his nose out in front. Coming back second is the Ebony Dragon. Racing third is Captain Said, driven by Pierce Henry. Fourth is Fired Up Henry Al, driven by Hank Levan. Racing fifth, that is Chattahoochee, driven by Travis Seekman. The last horse, Leading Yankee, driven by Greg Bateson. First quarter paced in 27 3/5 seconds, and now Mark St. Louis is backing out and on the move, and he regains the lead with the Ebony Dragon, and dropping back second is Zuma World. Down to the half-mile mark. That's the Ebony Dragon bringing the horses down to the half. Racing in there second is Zuma World. Third is Captain Said. Fired Up Henry Alice fourth. Racing fifth, it is Chattahoochee, and the last horse, Leading Yankee. First half paced in 58 1/5 seconds. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch the Ebony Dragon. Racing in there second along the rail is Zuma World, but now pacing up on the outside third is Fired Up Henry L. Captain Said racing in there fourth. Leading Yankee fifth, and now back to sixth is Chattahoochee. Going toward that 3/4 mile mark. That's still the Ebony Dragon with the lead, pouring on the pressure on the outside. Second is Fired Up Henry L with Zuma World right there third. 3/4 in 129 4/5 as they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's Fired Up Henry L on the outside, and the Ebony Dragon on along the rail. They're only heads apart, and racing up 3 wide comes Zuma World as they race toward home. That's the Ebony Dragon, Fired Up Henry L and Zuma World. The Ebony Dragon, Fired Up Henry L and Zuma World. Coming to the finish, that's Zuma World on the outside. It's going to be Zuma World. Tight for second between Fired Up Henry L and the Ebony Dragon. A mile in 2:01 3/5.
2:01 3. I thought to myself at the half, maybe Hank Levan was the winner. He got away. He was setting about fourth or fifth off the pace. So somewhat hot. 27 3, 58 1 hot fractions. Zuma World was hung out around that opening turn and got away. And Jeff got to the front end, but once he got to the front, Mark St. Louis Jr. wanted to retake, in which he did with the Ebony Dragon. It was the Ebony Dragon, Zuma World, and Fired Up Henry L. Three of them on the line together, but it looks as though it was the three Zuma World getting his 11th win on the season.
Pretty good finish to kick things off there. Not a
Yes.
length separating all three of those. Yeah, for as tough as things looked on Jeff there early in the race, it really worked out in his favor. Getting the 2-hole trip and then getting some daylight in the lane.
Well, I think the back half was in 103 3. So the front half in 58 1. Here is your winner, the 3 Zuma World, the 2-year-old Bay Goat, son of a Zuma Kalade.
To the winner's circle, where the winners go, coming in from Huntsville, Lebanon, and New Albany, Ohio, and Atlanta, Georgia, comes number 3, Zuma World, owned by Kathy Gorby, Nysonger Stable, our 3 Son Stable, and Vince Roth, and trained to deliver victory by Jeff Nysonger. Fly sheet for this race is courtesy of the Williams County Fair Foundation. Let's have a big hand here for Jeff Nysonger and Zuma World and the Williams County Fair Foundation, the donors of the flight sheet.
We wait a rundown here from Bill. We wait the rundown. We'll look ahead to the third 2-year-old filly Pacers. Another one for $13,600. Just one division of the 2-year-old filly Pacers today.
I was a little surprised. I didn't realize they went 6 wide here either, Doug.
I didn't either. I didn't even pay attention that first race.
Well, there's only 3 in there.
There was only 3.
Yeah. Yeah, that 7-hole might not be too bad of a
No.
spot today then.
Here comes a guy with a wanting a sticker. On his passport.
Were you in Lexington a couple days ago?
Nope.
Okay.
I think we're on that page.
There you be. Are you going to Upper Sandusky tonight?
Yep, we got one on there. 16th tonight.
How far would that be from here?
Hour and 45, I think, from here to.
So you're in the
Upper.
16th tonight, so you don't have to be in a hurry.
I come for watch my gray horse and get donuts.
Okay, get donuts. Take donuts to. You could take donuts to Upper Sandusky and sell them.
Well, the groom that takes care of my horse and she said, I like donuts.
Number 1, the Ebony Dragon was 3rd. Number 2, Chattahoochee was 6th. Number 3, Zuma World was the winner. Number 4, Smoke on the Water had been drawn. Number 5, Captain Said was 5th. Number 6, Leading Yankee was 4th. Number 7, Fired Up Henrielle was 2nd. We have some corrections on these quarter times. The first quarter was in 29 3/5. First quarter in 29 3/5. The half in 1 minute and 1/5. The 3 quarters in 1:31 4/5, with a mile in 2:03 3/5. From the top it should read 3:61, scratch 5:42, a mile in 2:03 3/5. In the upcoming race 3, number 1, Pink Lily, the driver will be Jason Elser. Jason Elser will drive number 1, Pink Lily. Number 6, Ray's Parlay Girl. The driver will be Jeff Nysonger. Jeff Nysonger will drive number 6, Ray's Parlay Girl. Need a representative of Tressler.
We're going to take a break, and we'll be back to take a look at the 3rd race right after this.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to OHHA.com. That's OHHA.com.
Wallem Racing has been racing and breeding winners for over 5 decades, specializing in the development of young horses racing in Ohio. We are currently looking for new partnership opportunities as the fall sales approach. Our facilities feature a half-mile all-weather track, a sand track, beautiful turnouts, and everything that is needed to set your next quarter filly up for success. Want to own your next resource and have fun doing it? If so, contact us today and join in on the thrill of Ohio harness racing.
Have you heard about Bob? It's the Buckeye Owner Bonus, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association's new incentive program. The program is for people who purchase yearlings or retain their homebreds out of mares registered and eligible for the OHHA's Breeders' Award program at the upcoming 2025 sales. The total bonus will be 1/2 the amount designated for that year's Breeders' Award program. For more information about the Buckeye Owner Bonus, visit OHHA.com or call 614-221-3650.
We are back here at Wasion. We'd like to thank our fine sponsors. Make things happen for us all year. Some of them today: Dublin Valley Farm, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center, Midland Acres, Woolham Stable, Hickory Lane Farm, DAC Vitamins, Ohio Farm Bureau, Cool Wind Farms, Stable.ca, and the Little Brown Jug. Just some of the fine sponsors that help us throughout the year. Talking about some of our horse farms that are our backers all year, the Ohio Select Sale coming up this Friday at 9:30, I believe, the 12th, this Friday at the Agriculture and Event Center at Circleville. And following that, about 3 weeks away, the Buckeye Classic Sale, Steve Cross's sale, on Tuesday, October 7th at 10 a.m. at Springfield at the Champions Center Expo Center. Points are getting to be so important as the things wind down for the Ohio Fair Championship. Matt, some of them working to get points. Some of them already pretty much are set, have enough points to get there. Your point leaders, the championship will be held at Northfield Park on October 11th. The Fair Championship, the 11th.
I believe Courageous Lady is that night as well at Northfield Park. I thought I saw that on our office schedule. It's always a fun race, too.
I want to make sure I have this date right because the week before that, I think, is the Buckeye Stallion Series.
Oh, okay. Maybe I did mix that up.
I just want to make sure I'm not giving the wrong date out. Oh, through October 5th, the points are calculated, but the final is the 11th at Northfield Park. They'll take the top 8. If it was a 5/8 mile track, they would take the top 9. But anyhow, third race coming up here at Williams County Fair in Wauseon, 2-year-old filly pace for $13,600. Field of 7, number 1 off the rail is Pink Lily. Jason Elser drives and trains. 9 starts, 2 wins. Second and a third, just shy of $10,000. A winner 4 back, 201 at Napoleon. 2, Kathy's Clown, who stands 17th in the point standings. Mark St. Louis Jr. for Steve Novak and Jerry Migel. Joe Bay Phillip, a dancing Yankee, has 2 wins in 11 starts, 4 seconds, 2 thirds, $14,390. He took a mark as a 2-year-old last year at Van Wert of 59-3. This year at Van Wert at 59-3. 3, Climate, Travis Seekman for Joe Seekman. Elenelda Visser of Michigan own. 4 starts, has 2 seconds, $3,294. The 3, Climate in Travis Seekman. Let's go upstairs to Bill Peters for the post parade.
LLC of Defiance. Number 1 is Pink Lily, owned by Shelley Elser of Montpelier, trained and driven by Jason Elser. Number 2 is Kathy's Clown, owned by Jerry Migel of Westland, Michigan, trained by Steve Novak, the driver Mark St. Louis Jr. Number 3 is Climate, owned by Elenelda Visser LLC of Holland, Michigan, trained by Joe Seekman, the driver Travis Seekman. Number 4 is Racing Artist, owned by Bill Webb of Defiance and Denny Miller of Archbold, trained by Bill Webb. The driver is Mark Hedworth. Number 5 is Jean's Baby Girl, owned by Jeff Batt of Defiance, trained and driven by Pierce Henry. Number 6 is Ray's Parlay Girl, owned and trained by Bill Webb of Defiance, the driver Jeff Nysonger. Number 7 is Deborah L., owned by Levan Stables and Megan Levan of Woodstock, Ohio, Hurley Racing of Dublin, Ohio, and Richard Fries of Northfield, Ohio, trained and driven by Hank Levan. Horses will take 1 score and go to the gate.
Number 4, Racing Artist, Mark Hedworth drives, stands 9th in the point standings for Bill Webb. This is a homebred. Joe Bay Phillip by Racing Hill. Out of the artistic fellow mare, Little Miss Artist. Denny Miller owns in partnership with Bill Webb. 5 wins in 9 starts, 2 seconds, 2 thirds, $19,827, 59-1 at Wauseon last time out. 5, Jeannie's Baby Girl, Pierce Henry. For Jeffrey Batt, Joe Bay Phillip, a dancing Yankee. 6 starts, has 2 seconds, $2,500 this year. 6 is Ray's Parlay Girl. Jeff Nysonger will pick up the drive. Here's another Bill Webb horse in this race, another homebred. Joe Bay Phillip by Cheyenne Ray out of the Noble Ability mare. Perponolia, 9 starts on the year, has a second and 1/3, just under 5,000 on the year for the 6 race Parlay Girl. And second tier start for the 7, Deborah L. Hank Levan trains and drives. Pure Black Phillippa Racing Hill out of the Western Terrier, Private Performic. 1 win in 17 starts, 3 seconds, 6 thirds, 20,000, 203 and 3. 3 back at Richwood, the 7, Deborah L., who is 13th in the point standings. A field of 7 2-year-old filly pacers completing their score. We'll be heading to the Mike Wemkenberg starting gate momentarily. Five Days Delaware will be coming up, presented by the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. It begins Sunday this weekend, September 14th with a 1 o'clock start. Monday the 15th, 1. Tuesday the 16th will be a 1 o'clock start. Wednesday the 17th on Jugette Day, a 12 noon start. Jug Day will be September 18th, 11 a.m. start on Jug Day. 5 Days of Delaware, we will be live on set at the Delaware County Fair. Make sure you stop by if you are attending the races at Delaware to the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association tent located right outside the paddock for pop, coffee, and chips and donuts in the morning while they last. Good place to get out of the sun and watch the races. There'll be several big screens in there if you want to watch our feed anytime during the Delaware Fair. You can stop by the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association tent.
Right now calling for great weather all week down there.
Great weather all week. Gate is in motion. Pink Lily, Kathy's Clown, Climate, Racing Artist, Jeannie's Baby Girl, Race Parlay Girl, and Deborah L. the Trader. A field of 7. All moving up and moving in. Behind the Mike Wemkenberg starting gate, our starter today is John Ingram. Let's send it upstairs to Bill Peters to give us a call.
Here they come. They're off and pacing. The first horse away is Pink Lily. Up on the outside, second is Claim It. 3 wide is Racing Artist. At the rail, 4th. Around that turn is Kathy's Clown. Racing in their 5th is Deborah L. Moving 6th is Jean's Baby Girl, and the last horse is Ray's Parlay Girl. As they head down the backside over toward that quarter-mile mark, Travis Seekman has Claim It on top by 1 length. Racing second is Pink Lily, driven by Jason Elser. Third is Racing Artist, driven by Mark Hedworth. 4th is Kathy's Clown, driven by Mark St. Louis. 5th is Deborah L., driven by Hank Levan. Racing 6 is Jean's Baby Girl, driven by Pierce Henry. The last horse, Ray's Parlay Girl, driven by Jeff Nysonger.
29.45.
First quarter paced in 29 4/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stand for the first time. With the lead is Claim It. Pink Lily continues to pace in their second, followed by Kathy's Clown third. Racing Artist third with Kathy's Clown 4th. 5th it is Deborah L. Racing 6, Jean's Baby Girl, the last horse, Ray's Parlay Girl. Past that half-mile mark, that's Claim It still with the lead. Pink Lily along the rail second, now ranging up on the outside third is Racing Artist, and going right with her is Kathy's Clown. First half paced in 1 minute 4/5 as they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. Now Racing Artist sticks her nose out in front on the outside. Driving back second is Claim It. Moving up third is Kathy's Clown. Pink Lily races 4th. Moving up 5th is Jean's Baby Girl. 6th is Ray's Parlay Girl, the last horse, Deborah L. Going past that 3/4 mile mark. That's Racing Artist by 1.5 lengths over Kathy's Clown. Still racing third is Claim It. Pink Lily racing 4th. 3/4 in 1:32 1/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's Racing Artist and Kathy's Clown. And comes Claim It and Pink Lily and Jean's Baby Girl. As they race toward home, Racing Artist and Kathy's Clown. Racing Artist and Kathy's Clown. Looks like the money for this race is going to go to Archbold and Defiance with Racing Artist. Up for second is Kathy's Clown. Pink Lily gets up for third.
203 and 2/5.
1 mile in 2:03 2/5.
203-2, Racing Artist, who got away third, made his move down the backside. Two fractions of 29-4, minute and 4/5, 132-1. A slow back half, 203-2 set up for the winner, Racing Artist. Bill Webb owns in partnership with Denny Miller of Archbold. This is a homebred, Racing Artist by Racing Hill. The artistic fellow mare, Little Miss Artist. 6th win in 10 tries with 2 seconds and 2/3. Earnings now $26,500 to $27,000 for the winner, Racing Artist. Pretty good payday with a purse of $13,600, Matt.
Yep, can't knock her for anything here this year, really. I mean, that's 6 in a row now? 5 in a row, but hasn't missed the board yet.
Has not missed the board, you're correct. This is a homebred, as we see a lot of the Bill Webb stable, a lot of homebreds.
I think the Bill Webb stable's quite a bit smaller than what it used to be back in the days of like Raceway Park and that, but very successful with the ones that he does put on the track still.
Into the winner's circle, one of the winners go. Coming in from Defiance and Archbold comes number 4, Racing Artist, owned by Denny Miller, trained by Bill Webb, and driven to victory this afternoon by Mark Hedworth. The fly sheet for this race is courtesy of Tressler Plumbing, LLC of Defiance, and Mike Retcher and Doug Tressler are in the winner's circle for the trophy presentation. Let's have a big hand here for Denny Miller, Mark Hedworth, Bruce Forker, and Racing Artist, and the Tressler Plumbing, LLC of Defiance, the donors of the fly sheet. If you got your tickets, we'll have another drawing here. The next winning number is 3975301. That's 3975301.
I'm not sure what they're giving away. Are you, Doug?
No. I recall, though, every year they do. I think the ladies sitting down here to our right below the grandstand, are giving out tickets when you come in. We await our official results. The mile was in 3 and 2. Pink Lily, the 1, finished 3rd. The 2, Kathy's Clown, was 2nd. 3, Climate, was 4th. 4, Racing Artist was the winner. 5, Jean's Baby Girl finished 6th. The 6, Ray's Parlay Girl was 5th. And number 7, Deborah L, finished 7th.
Number 1, Pink Lily was 3rd. Number 2, Kathy's Clown was 2nd. Number 3, Climate was 4th. Number 4, Racing Artist was the winner. Number 5, Jean's Baby Girl was 6th. Number 6, Ray's Parlay Girl was 5th. And number 7, Deborah L, was 7th. Time of the first quarter was 29 4/5. The half was in a minute and 4/5. The 3 quarters in 1:32 1/5, with a mile in 2:03 2/5. From the top, it should read 3:24 1:65. 7 on the bottom. The mile in 2:03 2/5. And the upcoming race 4 is starts the number 6 horse Plain Path.
Field of 6 for the 4th. 2-year-old Colt Trotters for $13,560. We'll be back to the Williams County Fair right after this.
In Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm has the stallions you are looking for, like What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and In Range, as well as Branded by Lindy, Jug Winner Luz Pearlman, Racing Hill, and Guardian Angel Oz. Hickory Lane will offer a host of Ohio sired yearlings this fall, including 6 by In Range, 5 by Uncle Peter, 4 by Guardian Angel Oz, and 1 by What the Hill. Find out more at hickorylanefarm.com.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
One of our sponsors today is the Little Brown Jug, and it is coming up Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Jugette Day on Wednesday, Jug Day on Thursday. If you haven't been there, or you are going and haven't purchased your seats yet, seats are available. Grandstand seats for Thursday starting at $30 each. Box seats all week starting at $80 each. Hospitality tents. The backstretch tent, top of the stretch tent, pavilion tent include drinks, buffet lunch, and TV monitors, and much more. Backstretch tent on Jugette Day is $60, Jug Day $100. Top of the stretch tent, Jugette Day $60, Jug Day $100. Pavilion tent on Jug Day $180. Jugette Day $180, Jug Day $265, both days for $375. Pavilion tent located in the first turn. So if you need tickets, call 740-362-3851, 740-362-3851. Once again, 740-362-3851 to purchase tickets for the Jug. I'm sure you'll get them on will call. They will not send them, I wouldn't think, this late. Jug Day, as we said, is this Thursday. Though any day you want, it's just a great day to be at Delaware. The grandstand seats, plenty of grandstand seats, at least they have been in the past. It's on to the fourth race here at Montpelier, Ohio Fair Racing Conference action. Scratch down to a field of 6. The 1, Watt Luck, Greg Bateson for Ernie Ayers. 2-year-old Bay Gutter, son of What the Hill, has 4 wins in 9 starts and 5 seconds to go along with it. $25,000, 205 and 3 at Bowling Green. 2, Grandview Flipper, Dan Veneer, owns trains and drives, owns a partnership with Leon M. and John Sanders of Colorado. The 2-year-old Bay Colt by Long Tom was a $3,500 purchase at the Buckeye Classic sale last fall, making its second career start. Trotted a mile in 205 and 3 last week at Wasion. Jeff Nysonger for Ty Bates, the 3, What Say You. This is the 2-year-old Bay Gutter, the son of Long Tom. $14,000 Ohio Select purchase last fall. 4 wins and 11 tries this year, 2 seconds, a third, $17,000. Qualifying mark at Sauter Downs, 159 and 1. Last time out, trotted a mile, 207 and 1 at Van Wert on the 1st of September. 4, Wada All-Star, Ed Greeno Jr., Owns in trains and drives for E.G. Trot. 2-year-old brown colt, Bawat the Hill, was a $10,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. 14 starts on the year, has 2 seconds, 4 thirds, $8,000 in earnings. Cody Greeno, the 5, Golden Enterprise. Ed Greeno Jr. for E.G. Trot. 2-year-old bay colt by Enterprise. 11 starts, has 2 seconds and 2 thirds, $7,214. 6 to scratch and rounding out the field. Second tier start for the 7, Trotton Marseille. Another Bill Webb homebred. 2-year-old bay colt by Marseille out of the Pegasus Spur Mare. Trotton Brook has a win in 10 tries. 2 seconds, 3 thirds, $14,362. 203-1 early in the year at Oak Harbor. Last time out, finished second, trotted a mile and 7 3 at Van Wert. 2 back before that, 205-2 at Wauseon. We get set for our post parade for the 4th.
This is the 2-year-old colt trot, going for a purse of $13,560 and a fly sheet courtesy of the Seamer family. Number 1 is What Luck, owned by Ernie Ayers of Sand Creek, Michigan, and Ellen Belmore, Sylvania, Ohio, trained by Ernie Ayers, the driver, Greg Bateson. Number 2 is Grandview Flipper, owned by Venier Racing LLC of Pemberville, Ohio, and Leanne and John Saunders of Castle Rock, Colorado, trained and driven by Dan Venier. Number 3 is What Say You, owned by Joel Shevak of Woodville, Ohio, and Suzanne Bates of Gibsonburg, Ohio, trained by Ty Bates, the driver, Jeff Nysonger. Number 4 is What a All-Star, owned by E.G. Trot LLC of Findlay, trained and driven by Ed Greeno Jr. Number 5 is Golden Enterprise, owned by E.G. Trot LLC of Findlay, trained by Ed Greeno Jr., the driver, Cody Greeno. Number 6, Winding Path has been drawn. Number 7 is Trotton Marseille, owned and trained by Bill Webb of Defiance, the driver, Mark Hedworth. Horses will take 1 score and go to the gate.
That was actually Jay Wolf, publicity director, that called when you were talking about the jug there.
Oh, okay.
Trying to get some details ironed out for the
Oh, I thought maybe
infield.
he had tickets for you for the...
The beer did come up, and you can only get it in the tent. He said he got a little sample of it, and it's very good.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to have to try and weasel my way in there somehow, but going to have to be maybe during the last race. I don't know if I should get in there for a lunch break or something. Apparently you can buy like 6-packs of it downtown, I imagine, Delaware. He didn't say exactly where. It's a brewery in town locally that's making it
I'm
for
sure they
him special.
have the Delaware probably. We have what they call Brew Nation in Salina. I'm sure they have 1 or 2 of them there in Delaware. I'm sure Jay has sampled it before then, I'm sure.
Yeah, he said he did get to try it, and it does sound like it's exclusive to that social tent. You can't just buy it anywhere on the grounds.
Okay.
And that has something to do, with the liquor license and the fairgrounds and all that. Okay. So
I'm sure Jay is busy today.
Oh, I'm sure.
Getting things around for the Delaware County Fair.
Yep, it's probably been nonstop for him for quite a few days leading up to this. But then every time I see him walking around the jug, he always seems like he's kind of calm, just got a big smile on his face, enjoying it all. So I think most of the work is technically done as long as everything runs smoothly at that point.
But Jay has to work after the race, behind the scenes. He writes all the articles.
Yeah.
So we got a field of 6 for $13,500. Ohio Fair Racing Conference action. 2-year-old colt trotters. We're back at it tonight at Upper Sandusky, the Wyandotte County Fair, 5 o'clock post. So racing all day long. This will wrap it up. Today's racing till Delaware, till Sunday at 1 o'clock. And then next week, one day, it'll be at Ashland. We'll be doubled up. Ashland and Delaware going on the same time. I'll be jumping out of the booth on Monday at Delaware to go to Ashland to call the races for a 12 noon and a 6 o'clock start. A field of 6 making her way to the Mike Wemkenberg starting gate. Watt Luck, who is second in the point standings for the fairs this season. Grandview Flipper up alongside Watt Luck. Then it is What Say You. Wada All-Star, Golden Enterprise will be the 5 on the gate, and the Trader will be the 7, Trotton Marseille and Mark Hedworth. Field of 6, all in behind the Mike Wemkenberg starting gate. Send it up to Bill Peters for the call.
Here they come. They're off and trotting. The first horse away is What Luck. On the outside second is Grandview Flipper. Moving in their third is What Say You. At the rail fourth is Trotton Marseille. Racing fifth is What A All-Star. And the last horse is Golden Enterprise. Off stride now goes Trotton Marseille. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Greg Bateson has What Luck on top by 2 lengths. Trotting second is Grandview Flipper, driven by Dan Venier. Third is What Say You, driven by Jeff Nysonger. Moving up fourth is What A All-Star, driven by Ed Greeno Jr. Fifth is Golden Enterprise, driven by Cody Greeno. The last horse is Trotton Marseille, driven by Mark Hedworth. 32 1/5. First quarter trotted in 32 1/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stand for the first time, that's What Luck by a length and a half over Grandview Flipper. What Say You trots third. Fourth is What A All-Star. Fifth is Golden Enterprise. The trailer is Trotton Marseille. Front three pretty well bunched as they race down to the half-mile mark. That's Greg Bateson and What Luck bringing the horses down to the half. Sitting in the golden chair second is Dan Venier with Grandview Flipper. Right there third is What Say You. Closing in fourth now is What A All-Star. Fifth, Golden Enterprise. Trotton Marseille trails. First half trotted in 104 1/5. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch What Luck. A length and a half back second is Grandview Flipper. Racing third, What Say You. Fourth is What A All-Star. Fifth, Golden Enterprise and Trotton Marseille trails. Going to that 3/4 mile mark now, Jeff Nysonger's out and on the move with What Say You. Still with the lead is What Luck. What Say You on the outside second. Grandview Flipper at the rail third, followed by What A All-Star fourth. 136 2/5. 3/4 in 136 2/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's What Luck with the lead. What Say You on the outside second. Grandview Flipper third. Golden Enterprise is now moved up fourth. As they race toward home, that's What Luck and What Say You. What Luck at the rail. What Say You on the outside. What Luck and What Say You. What Luck and What Say You. It's going to be What Luck. What Say You up for second with Grandview Flipper up for third. 2:07 4/5. A mile in 2:07 4/5.
2:07 4, What Luck, Greg Bateson. For Ernie Ayers, hang on for the win. Fended off the pressure from the 3, What Say You and Jeff Nysonger. Things were opened up in 32 1/5, halfway home in 104 1, 3/4 36 2. The mile 2:07 4. What Luck, Ernie Ayers owns in partnership with Ellen Belmore. And Ernie Ayers also trains a 2-year-old Bago, the son of What the Hill, out of the Cincinnati Kid Mare. Lucky Roll has 5 wins now in 10 tries in 5 seconds. Earnings now $32,000 for What Luck.
The next winning number is 3975268.
Pretty impressed with Grandview Flipper in there for his
I was too.
second lifetime start. Those are some pretty nice colts he followed around there. And
this
stuck
Grandview
right with
Flipper is going to be a nice horse.
Yep.
He just is. He was probably a late bloomer, but anything that Dan Venier has, you know, it's going to.
Yep.
It's got some potential, or he's going to get it out of him. Yeah, he just didn't want to quite trot that much yet. The speed's probably not quite there, but he's got a nice way of going. Just like he floats over the ground pretty easy.
Yep.
We'll wait our winner to come back. Be his 5th win, as we mentioned, in 10 tries. What luck, Greg Bateson.
Pennsylvania, Ohio, comes number 1, What Luck, owned by Ernie Ayers and Ellen Belmore, trained by Ernie Ayers, and driven to victory this afternoon by Greg Bateson. The fly sheet for this race is courtesy of the Seamer family. The members of the family are in the winner's circle for the trophy presentation. Let's have a big hand here for Ernie Ayers, Ellen Belmore, Greg Bateson, and What Luck. And to the Seamer family, the donors of this play sheet.
What luck, Matt, a nice one.
Number 1, What Luck is a winner. Number 2, Grandview Flipper was 3rd. Number 3, What Say You was 2nd. Number 4, What A All-Star was 6th. Number 5, Golden Enterprise was 4th. Number 6, Winding Path had been drawn. Number 7, Trottin' Marseille was 5th. Time of the first quarter was 32 1/5. The half was in 104 1/5. The 3/4 in 136 2/5, with a mile in 207 4/5. From the top, it should read 1, 3, 2, 6, 4 scratch, 5 on the bottom, a mile in 207 4/5. In the upcoming race 5, number 1, Seeing Gray.
Matt, as I mentioned, What Luck, nice trotter, standing 2nd in the point standings for the fair points. He will definitely make the final for $50,000 at Northfield Park. If he draws inside, he's going to be a tough one to beat.
I'm trying to think who could possibly be beating him right now. I mean, to have a 2-year-old trotting colt with 10 starts, 5 wins, 5 seconds. It's pretty impressive.
$32,000 now on the year. What Luck, Greg Bateson, and Ernie Ayers take the 2-year-old colt trot. Up next, 5th race, 3-year-old colt Pacers. 1 division for $13,440. This should be a good one, a field of 8, and we'll be back to take a look at these 8 Pacers right after this.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
Cool Winds Farm is one of Ohio's premier standardbred breeding farms. Cool Winds stands the popular Dancin' Yankee, jug winner Southwind Aussie, and the royally bred Western Fame. Cool Winds Farm is proud to present our yearling consignments at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 12th, and at the Standardbred Horse Sale in Harrisburg during the cool winds of November.
In Ohio, we know a thing or two about greatness. It's in our blood. It's in our horses. Ohio Standardbreds are built to win, racing for nearly $23 million in Ohio Stakes races. See Ohio's top yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale Friday, September the 12th at the Pickaway County Event Center. Show day is Thursday. Experience the thrill and invest in the future with the Buckeye Owner Bonus. Eligible Ohio sired yearlings get a bonus after their 2- and 3-year-old racing season. Learn more at OhioHarnessHorseBreeders.com.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
We are back here at the Williams County Fair in Montpelier. One of our advertisers there was talking to Cool Wind Farm, the Ohio Select sale. They will offer hip number 70, Cool Wind Farms, reigning Kim Haynes, half-sister, To Bet You I'm Rockin'. Half-sister, To Bet You I'm Rockin'. The winner of $237,000. Hickory Lane Farm, another one of our fine sponsors, will offer 3 colts by the great In Range. In Range, the hot ticket this year. And they'll have an offer of filly by Uncle Peter. The Ohio Select sale is this Friday at Circleville at the Agriculture and Events Center. Midland Acres offers hick number 24, Long Tom filly from a half-sister to Costa Rica. $1,394,000. Half-sister there. Dublin Valley Farm, another one of our fine sponsors. Hip 35, a Long Tom three-quarter sister to world champion Southwind Tyrone. $1,127,000 in earnings. That's all this Friday at the Ohio Select sale. 5th race coming up, 3-year-old colt pace for $13,440. Number 1, Scene Gray. Did you dog this horse this week, Matt?
No, I didn't even get to go back and see him this week. They're taking him off Lasix today, so I will see what that does. I know Ryan's been doing a lot to try and get him figured back out. It's not like he's racing bad. He was such a nice 2-year-old. And I mean, there was a lot of optimism, hoping he'd come back and really be a great 3-year-old. And I mean, he's making him some money, but just not hitting the expectations yet, I guess.
Seeing Gray coming off the rail, the 3-year-old Gray Gilded Son of Down by the Seaside. Travis Seekman will get the drive today for Ryan Miller. $40,000 in lifetime earnings. A mark of 154.4 last year as a 2-year-old at Delaware. 2, Eddie Nine Toes. He stands second in the points summary for the Fair Championship. Hank Levan trains and drives at Winchester Bay Acres. 3-year-old Bay Gilded Son of Me So Fast. Has 8 wins and 21 starts, $36,000 on the year. 55 at a piece at Bucyrus. I'm sure they're watching from Orlando, Florida today. 3, Believe in Tom, Mark St. Louis Jr. for Steve Novak and Jerry Meigel. This in 6th in the point standings. 3-year-old Bago, the son of a Long Tom. 8 wins this year, 14 career, $90,000, 53-2 2 years ago, last year at Scioto Downs. Winner last time out, 2 minutes and 4/5. 2 back at Wasion, 158. 4, Spartan Hill, Mark St. Louis Jr. for Steve Novak. 11 career wins, 43,000, 55-3 at Northfield Park. The 5 is Sirius Colt. Harrison Levan drives for the Levan stable. This one stands 14th in the point standings. 21,000 lifetime, 203 earlier in the year at Ottawa. 6 is JB Magic. Greg Basin will drive for Ty Bates and Bob Geis. 3-year-old Gray Gilded Son of Fear the Dragon out of the artificial mare, Type A Gray. JB Magic is 11th in the point standings. Has 4 wins and 16 tries, 13 career, 71,000 lifetime. Took a mark as a 2-year-old of 52-4 at Scioto Downs. 3 back at Mount Gilead, was a winner in 159-4. Start before that, 57-1, a winner at Lima at the Allen County Fair. JB Magic. And the 7 is Hey, It's Friday. Mark Hedworth for Michael Lee. This 3-year-old Bay Gilded Son was a $27,000 Ohio Select purchase down by the Seaside. Yet to find the winner's circle this year, but has 5 seconds and 2/3, 26,000 lifetime, 56-3 as a 2-year-old at Northfield Park. Second tier start also for the 8, Cruising Over Fire. Jeff Nysanger owns and trains. Owns a partnership with Myron Kester and Benson Roth. The 3-year-old Bay Gilded Son of Catch the Fire was a $30,000 Buckeye Classes purchase 2 years ago. 11 career wins. Just shy of 60,000 lifetime, 53-1 at Dayton, 59-1 last time out at Kenton. When I go through these horses, Matt, I just noticed these 3-year-olds, about every one of them. 1, 2, 3. 6 out of the 8 took their marks as 2-year-olds.
Wow.
It's really never have taken a faster winning time this year, which is very unusual.
Yep. Things do get a lot tougher when they make that jump from 2 to 3 years old. Usually somebody really takes a step forward and others just don't. Okay, Bob Rowland on the 4. I was trying to look out there and get a few more of these driver changes. I have Travis Seekman on the 1 now, Bob Rowland on the 4. Looks like Harrison Levan on the 5.
That should be it. Greg Bateson on the 6, the gray JV Magic.
Going for a purse of $13,440 and a fly sheet courtesy of the Williams County Harness Horsemen. Number 1 is Seeing Gray, owned by Miller Racing Stable Incorporated, Greenville, Ohio, and Amazing Racing Stable, Middle Point, Ohio, trained by Ryan Miller and the driver Travis Seekman. Number 2 is Eddie Nine Toes, owned by Winchester Bay Acres Incorporated of Orlando, Florida, trained and driven by Hank Levan. Number 3 is Believe in Tom, owned by Jerry Meigel of Westland, Michigan, trained by Steve Novak, the driver Mark St. Louis Jr. Number 4 is Spartan Hill, owned by Jerry Meigel of Westland, Michigan, trained by Steve Novak, the driver Bob Rowland. Number 5 is Sirius Colt, owned by Levan Stables Incorporated and Megan Levan of Woodstock, Ohio, and Richard Fries of Northfield, Ohio, trained by Hank Levan, the driver Harrison Levan. Number 6 is JB Magic, owned by Bob Geist of Salina, Ohio, trained by Ty Bates, the driver Greg Bateson. Number 7 is Hey, Hey, It's Friday, owned by Mike Lee of Rudolph, Ohio, and Dr. Jill Dental of Delta, Ohio, trained by Mike Lee, the driver Mark Hedworth. Number 8 is Cruising Over Fire, owned by Myron Kester of Sydney, Ohio, Nicehonger Stable LLC of Lebanon, Ohio, and Benson Roth of New Albany, Ohio, trained and driven by Jeff Nicehonger. Again, the driver on number 4, Spartan Hill, is Bob Rowland. Attention horsemen, you plan to warm up after race 5. Have your horse ready to go on the track for the Horsemen racing going on. In the beginning, your horse is ready for race 6.
So it's a field of 8 going postward for $13,440. For our listeners, are we on Facebook or just on?
Right now, we're just on YouTube. Wooster, we're only allowed to do one at a time now, and Wooster was the first post time today, so they took that slot. And
so we are on YouTube.
Yeah. Tonight, Upper Sandusky should be Facebook and YouTube both, because there's no conflicts at all.
And Jug Week for our listeners, we will be
Facebook and YouTube both. Facebook does have a time limit, so we typically have to take a break from Facebook after maybe the 3rd or 4th race. YouTube will just be a consistent, solid stream.
So what's in store, Jug Week? Do you have anything you can share?
Something new this year, I think it is public knowledge. We are going to try and do the actual jug draw on Monday.
Okay, I did hear that. That will be
Monday.
That will be Monday.
Monday at 11. So we're going to try and go live for that. We've never done that before. We're not sure how that's going to go out of the log cabin there, but I think we should be all right. It should. If we can do that, I think that'll be a lot of fun. I think it'd be interesting. A lot of people would want to see it. So.
Yes.
Then we're just we've got quite a few interviews lined up and some people coming to visit the desk with us, and I don't know, just going to kind of, some of it, of course, you have to play by ear and just see who's around and who shows up, and it'll be fun.
And then Wednesday and Thursday will be the speaker series in our tent.
Yep. I've not heard definitely who we have yet, so I don't want to give out any names that are going to be incorrect. I do know that we're going to have some Hall of Famers there, and some people signing autographs, I believe. I know Kelly O'Donnell was one of them, P47 trainer, and among others.
And Cruising Over Fire. They're at the post. Starting gate is rolling now.
Well, 6 on gate with 2 trailers. 8 of them for $13,440. In behind the Mike Wemkenberg starting gate, let's go upstairs to Bill Peters for the call of the 5th.
Here they come. They're off and pacing the first horse away is 89 Toes with Believin' Tom on the outside second. At the rail third is Seeing Gray. Between horses fourth is Cruising Over Fire. At the rail fifth, that's Hey Hey It's Friday. On the outside sixth, Spartan Hill. Racing along at the rail seventh is Serious Cold. And the last horse is JB Magic. As they head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Hank Levan has 89 Toes on top by 2 lengths. Racing second is Believin' Tom, driven by Mark St. Louis. Third is Seeing Gray, driven by Travis Seekman. Fourth on the outside is Cruising Over Fire, driven by Jeff Nightsonger. At the rail fifth is Hey Hey It's Friday, driven by Mark Edwards. Sixth is Serious Colt, driven by Harrison Levan. Racing seventh, JB Magic, driven by Greg Bateson. The last horse, Spartan Hill, driven by Bob Rowland. The first quarter was paced in 31 3/5 seconds. As they race down to the half-mile mark, that's Hank Levan at 89 Toes, bringing the horses down to the half. Sitting in there second is Mark St. Louis with Believin' Tom. Right there third is Seeing Gray. Up on the outside fourth, Cruising Over Fire. At the rail fifth, Hey Hey It's Friday. JB Magic moving up sixth. Serious Cold along the rail seventh, and Spartan Hill trails. First half pace in 102 4/5. And all 8 pacers pretty well bunched as they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch 89 Toes. The closest horse second along the rail is Believin' Tom. Seeing Gray is racing third, Cruising Over Fire fourth. Fifth is Hey Hey It's Friday. Sixth is JB Magic. Spartan Hill now seventh. And racing last is now at Serious Cold. 3/4 in 134 4/5 as they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. Still with the lead is 89 Toes, but here comes Believin' Tom up on the outside. It's 89 Toes at the rail, Believin' Tom on the outside. 89 Toes and Believin' Tom. 89 Toes at the rail, Believin' Tom on the outside. 89 Toes and Believin' Tom. It's going to be Believin' Tom. 89 Toes up for second, Cruising Over Fire for third. A mile in 2:02 1/5.
2:02 1/5. Believin' Tom's. And 89 Toes hit the line together, but Believin' Tom got the best of it. Final strides. 3-year-old Bay-Gelding son of a long Tom pacer. Jerry Mijo, Westland, Michigan. Steve Novak trains. 9th win and 15 tries. This one stands 6th in the point standings. With that win, he'll get another 51 points. That'll probably move him up in standings. He defeated 89 Toes, who is second in the point standings. 31 3, 102 4, 34 4, 2:02 1/5 for Believin' Tom. That will be his 5th in a row. So he is really pacing some good miles right now, the 3, Believin' Tom.
Your next winning number is 3975298. That's 3975298.
We await our winner to come back. The lineup is set. Jay Wolf just sent that to us for Jug Week. Kelly O'Donnell, Ron Potter, Dr. Ian Moore, and David Miller lined up for the round table and autographs. I'm sure that is Jug morning.
Owned by Jerry Mijo, trained by Steve Novak, and driven director this afternoon by Mark St. Louis Jr. This fly sheet is courtesy of the Williams County Harness Horsemen. And the president, Roy Stantz, and the secretary treasurer, Charlotte Stantz, are in the winner's circle along with the Williams County Fair Queen, Mackenzie Frame, for the trophy presentation. That's a big hand here for Mark St. Louis Jr., Nicole Novak, and Believin' Tom. And to the Williams County Harness Horsemen, the donors of the fly sheet.
We await a rundown here.
Race 5 from the top. Number 1, Seeing Gray was 4th. Number 2, Eddie Nine Toes was 2nd. Number 3, Believin' Tom was the winner. Number 4, Spartan Hill was 7th. Number 5, Serious Colt was 5th. Number 6, JB Magic was 8th. Number 7, Hey Hey It's Friday was 6th. And number 8, Cruising Over Fire was 3rd. Time of the first quarter was 31 3/5. The half was in 102 4/5. The 3 quarters in 134 4/5. With a mile in 202 1/5. From the top, it should read 4-2-1. 7-5-8, 6-3 on the bottom, a mile in 202 1/5.
Sixth race up next. Signature Series pace, Undeterred, Ramblin' Rockstar, Murray's Watching. She's all jacked up. Amore Cruiser. Between these 5, $447,000 in earnings and 54 career wins. We'll be back for the sixth race, the Signature Series pace, right after this.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
This September, the thrill returns to Delaware, Ohio. It's the Little Brown Jug. World-class harness racing, heart-pounding action, and unforgettable fun. Join the tradition. Feel the roar. Be a part of history. We have several hospitality and ticket options, including the new Jug Social Club. Please visit littlebrownjug.com or call 1-800-DEL-FAIR. The Little Brown Jug, where champions are crowned.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead Sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Walner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
We are back here at Montpelier, the Williams County Fair, Ohio Fair Racing Conference action. On to the sixth race, Signature Series. We're going to talk a little bit of Little Brown Jug action here. Thursday on Jug Day, naturally the Grade 1 Little Brown Jug goes postward. Post time at 11 a.m. on Thursday, September 18th, the Miss Versatility Age Mare Trot, Grade 3. The Old Oaken Bucket for 3-year-old colt trotters. This a Grade 3. Grade 3 Buckette. Something new they came out this year, Matt, with where they grade. It all depends on the purse earnings. The USTA has graded stakes now this year. Got a Passport customer here. There you go. Thank you. And also on Jug Day, Buckeye Stallion Series action for 3-year-old colt pacers, 3-year-old filly pacers, 3-year-old colt pacers. Ohio Breeders' Championship for 3-year-old colt pacers and 3-year-old filly pacers. That's all on Jug Day. Jugette Day, a 12 noon post. Grade 1 Jugette goes postward. The 2-year-old colt pace, the Standardbred, 2-year-old colt trot Standardbred. Standardbred for 2-year-old filly pacers. Standardbred for 2-year-old filly trotters. Ohio Breeders' Championship, 2-year-old colt trot. Buckeye Stallion Series, 2-year-old colt trot. Ohio Fair Racing Conference action, 3-year-old filly pacers and 2-year-old colt pacers. That is on Wednesday the 17th, a 12 noon post on Jugette Day and 11 a.m. post on Jug Day. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday will be all 1 o'clock post times. As we mentioned, several changes this year to the format from especially Tuesday to Wednesday, Tuesday to Sunday. I should say the Ohio Ladies Pace, the Springhaven Farm Ladies Driving Championship, normally was on a Tuesday, will go postward this year on a Sunday. Signature Series Trot Final will go Sunday, as well as the Consolation. If you need tickets for the Jug, I'll give you one more chance for that phone number to write it down if you need it, 740-362-3851. 740-362-3851. 10 Jug Day, Jugette Day. You can get tickets for both days. Grandstand seats starting at $30. They have the pavilion tent, the backstretch tent. I call it the paddock tent, top of the stretch tent, and the pavilion tent. Your tents include drinks, buffet lunch, TV monitors, and much more. It's a great way to spend the week at the Delaware County Fair. So on to the sixth race here at Wauseon, Signature Series for $2,750. A field of five, as we mentioned, 54 wins between the field of five, $447,000 in earnings. Off the rail, the one undeterred, Hank Levan trains and drives, Levan Stables of Woodstock, and R. Freeze and R. Levan of Lewiston, Ohio owned. This is a 4-year-old bay mare by Racing Hill. 11 career wins, $61,000, lifetime 52-4 last year at Scioto Downs. 2, Ramblin' Rockstar, driver to be announced. We'll give you that shortly. Jesse Schmucker trains. Has 28 career starts, 4 wins, $25,000 in earnings, 54-3 at the Meadows. 3, Murray's Watching, Mark Hedworth for Cole Fitzwater. 5-year-old Bay Goat, son of He's Watching. 9 career wins in 60 starts, 8 seconds and 9 thirds, $66,000. Mark is a 5-year-old. This year at Scioto Downs of 152. That was taken on July 22nd. 4, She's All Jacked Up, Jeff Nysonger for Roy Justice. Daniel C. and Landon Code of Covington, Ohio own. $163,000 lifetime, 17 wins and 124 career starts, 19 seconds and 17 thirds, 152 at Miami Valley, taken a year ago. Harrison Levan, the 5 Amar Cruiser, 7-year-old bay goodison of the Yankee Cruiser, who's owned by Mary Burkhold. $130,000 lifetime, 52-1 at Dayton. Taken as a 4-year-old in 151 career starts, has 13 wins, 13 seconds, and 24 third-place finishes. That's the 5 Amar Cruiser. We got 3 out. We need 2 more for a post parade. We're on our 6th of 12 races today. We got the 3-year-old filly trot coming up, first division. 2-year-old filly trotters, 3-year-old colt trotters, 3-year-old filly trotters, second division. 3-year-old filly pace and the Signature Series trot will close things out. No drivers today have doubled up as yet. Winning drivers so far today on the card: Jeff Nysonger, Mark Hedworth, Greg Bateson, and Mark St. Louis Jr.
Race 6. This is the Mullet Ledwig Pace. This is for 4-year-olds and up. A part of the Signature Series, going for a purse of $2,750. Number 1 is Undeterred. She's a bay mare, 4 years old, by Racing Hill, got a student driver by Jate Lobel. Alma Levan Stables, Megan Levan, and Rosemary Levan of Woodstock and Lewistown, Ohio, and Richard Fries of Northfield, Ohio, trained and driven by Hank Levan. Lifetime earnings over $61,000, a lifetime mark 152 4/5. Number 2 is Ramblin' Rockstar. He's a bay gelding, 4 years old, by Freaky Feet Pete, out of Flying Mocha by Blissful Hall, owned by Marcus Schmucker of Spencerville, Indiana, trained by Jesse Schmucker, driven this afternoon by Greg Bateson. Lifetime earnings over $25,000, a lifetime mark 154 3/5. Number 3 is Murray's Watching. He's a bay gelding, 5 years old, by He's Watching, out of Leadfoot by Better's Delight, owned and trained by Cole Fitzwater of Continental, Ohio, driven this afternoon by Edworth. Lifetime earnings over $66,000, a lifetime mark 152. Number 4 is She's All Jacked Up. She's a bay mare, 6 years old, by If I Can Dream, out of Miss Picasso by Real Artist, owned by Dan and Landon Code of Covington, Ohio, trained by Roy Justice, driven this afternoon by Jeff Nysonger. Lifetime earnings over $163,000, a lifetime mark 152. Number 5 is a Moore Cruiser. He's a bay gelding, 7 years old, by Yankee Cruiser, out of Trey Crest by Towner's Big Guy, owned by Mary Burkhold of Columbus, Ohio, trained and driven by Harrison Levan. Lifetime earnings over $130,000, a lifetime mark 152 1/5. Those are your horses for the 2025 Mollet Ludwig Pace. All right, this race is named after 2 Fair Board members, Leonard Ludwig and the late Lou Mollet, both very involved with the harness racing program over the years.
Matt, you know a guy that I'm looking around the crowd, I don't see him today, Rich Miller. This will be one fair that he has missed.
He had to make some decisions
today,
didn't he?
He had to make some big decisions today. It is either Worcester, which I'm sure he was there yesterday. I'd say he's probably at Old Washington. If I had to make a bet, I'd say he's at Old Washington. He probably doubled up last night, was at Worcester in the afternoon, and went to Upper last night. He is probably our top point getter in the Passport series. Our winner last year was Roy James, and he will have some nice tickets to the Jug this year. Compliments of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. We'd like to remind you, Jug Week, 5 days of Delaware, we will have all the action for you live. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, a 1 o'clock post. Wednesday, Jugette Day, 12 noon. Thursday, Jug Day at 11. Stop by on the backside, right by between the log cabin and the paddock to the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association tent. Pick you up a coffee and a roll early in the morning. Be water there if you need a drink in the afternoon, chips and some snacks. Some big television monitors in there if you want to sit under the tent and get out of the sun and watch us on the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association broadcast. Field of 6, Signature Series. Let's go upstairs to Bill Peters.
The year off and pacing the first horse away on the outside is She's All Jacked Up. At the rail second is Undeterred. Racing in their third is Murray's Watching. Dropping in fourth is a Moore Cruiser, and the last horse is Ramblin' Rockstar. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Jeff Nysonger has She's All Jacked Up on top by 2 lengths. Racing second is Undeterred, driven by Hank Levan. Third is Murray's Watching, driven by Mark Hedworth. Fourth is a Moore Cruiser, driven by Harrison Levan. The last horse is Ramblin' Rockstar, driven by Greg Bateson. First quarter pace in 30 4/5 seconds. Race around that upper turn to come down past the stand for the first time. Still with the lead is She's All Jacked Up. 2 lengths back second is Undeterred. Racing third, Murray's Watching. Fourth is a Moore Cruiser. Edging up on the outside fifth comes Ramblin' Rockstar. 5 pacers pretty well bunched as they race down to the half-mile mark. That's Jeff Nysonger, and She's All Jacked Up, bringing the horses down to the half. Sitting in the golden chair second is Hank Levan with Undeterred. On the outside third, Murray's Watching. On the outside fourth, Ramblin' Rockstar, and at the rail fifth is a Moore Cruiser. 102 2/5. First half pace in 102 2/5 as they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. The one to catch is She's All Jacked Up. The closest horse second along the rail is Undeterred. On the outside third is Murray's Watching. A Moore Cruiser racing fourth, and fifth is Ramblin' Rockstar. Going to that 3/4 mile mark, the pace picks up. That's She's All Jacked Up by 1 length over Undeterred with Murray's Watching on the outside third. 3/4 and 132 3/5 as they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. Still with the lead is She's All Jacked Up. Undeterred second and ready to move along with Murray's Watching. As they turn for home, that's still She's All Jacked Up. Here comes Undeterred on the outside. She's All Jacked Up. Turn it 3 wide. Murray's Watching. She's All Jacked Up and Undeterred. It's going to be She's All Jacked Up. And here they all come. Undeterred up for second. Up for third is Murray's Watching. 1 mile and 2:01 4/5.
2:01 4, back half 59 2. Gate to wire win for the 4. She's All Jacked Up, her 5th of the season. Jeff Nysonger, the winning driver. Jeff closing in on career win number 4,000. Probably about 15 away. I don't know the count right now, but he's probably within that range, 15 to 18. I don't know if he got many last night at Upper Sandusky or not. 2:01 4, 30 4/5, half and 102 2. Jeff backed it off as he cut the fraction with She's All Jacked Up. Got a pretty good breather that second quarter, 31 3. Set up that back half in 59 2. Pretty fresh coming off of that front half, those slow fractions for She's All Jacked Up. This is 6-year-old bay mare by If I Can Dream. Gets her 5th of the season. Career earnings about $165,000 now for the 4. She's All Jacked Up. Second was the one Undeterred, Hank Levan. Third to 3, Murray's Watching. Fourth to 4, Moore Cruiser. And fifth to 2, Ramblin' Rockstar.
Into the winner's circle, where all the winners go. Coming in from Covington, Ohio, comes number 4, She's All Jacked Up. Owned by Dan and Landon Coate, trained by Roy Justice, and driven to victory this afternoon by Jeff Nysonger. Let's have a big hand for Jeff Nysonger, Roy Justice, and She's All Jacked Up, the winner of the 2025 Mullet Ludwig Pace.
We wait our official rundown.
6 from the top. Number 1, Undeterred was second. Number 2, Ramblin' Rockstar was 5th. Number 3, Murray's Watching was 3rd. Number 4, She's All Jacked Up was the winner. Number 5, A Moore Cruiser was 4th. Time of the first quarter was 30 4/5. The half was in 102 2/5. The 3/4 in 132 3/5, with a mile in 2:01 4/5. From the top, it should read 2:53.1, 4 on the bottom, a mile in 2:01 4/5. In the upcoming race 7, number 5, Vanellope, the driver will be David Justice. David Justice will drive number 5, Vanellope, in race 7.
Matt, we talked earlier, Upper Sandusky from here, about an hour and 45, hour and 50 minutes roughly.
That's what I checked it, the other day.
Probably a lot of these drivers, Nysonger, Hank Levan, those two for sure most likely will be heading to Upper Sandusky tonight. That's Ohio Fair Racing Conference action there. They got 16 of them. They kicked things off at 5. They got off to an early start last night at 4:45. I'm sure they're probably going to try to do the same this evening with 16. So if you're wanting to watch there, you might want to tune in early.
I didn't realize that. Do they not have track lighting there, or not very good?
I believe they do, but they just had so many, and they really couldn't start that early with, Mike, with 4 fairs going on, or yesterday in the gates. Mike Wepkenberg, he had his gates just everywhere. I think Mike was at Worcester and then made his way to Upper. But he had, I believe, John Ingram there to start till he got there. Mike said he got there about 10 after 5. That was probably about the third race. And Mike is at Worcester today, and he'll be going to Upper tonight. And he has a gate at Old Washington today and a gate here at Montpelier. But up next, 7th race, 3-year-old filly Trot for $6,690. First division. Gone in a Flash, Annie L., Just a Classic, Deets Lightning, and Vanellope. We'll be back right after this.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
The roots of harness racing are born at the county fair. For over 150 years, people have gathered to watch horses battle it out for fame and glory. Catch the thrills this summer at an Ohio Fair Racing Conference County Fair. The OFRC races at 22 fairs in 20 Ohio counties. Trotters and pacers put it all on the line to be called the best in the Buckeye State. The Ohio Fair Racing Conference, where the path to greatness begins.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
The future is bright in Ohio. Ohio Sire Stakes, Buckeye Stallion Series, 66 county and independent fairs. Whether it's the Ohio Sire Stakes, the Buckeye Stallion Series, or the county fairs, Ohio has a place for your racehorse. This year, Ohio breds are racing for nearly $23 million in stakes purses. Be part of the winning. Breed, buy, race, win in Ohio.
We are back. The Williams County Fair in Montpelier. A gorgeous day. I don't know what the temperature would be. It's going to be in the high 70s today. Currently 75 degrees. Low humidity. Couldn't get a better day than this. Look across the way. The flag is barely moving. 7th race, 3-year-old filly Trotters. Gone in a Flash off the rail for Tom Moore Jr. He owns and trains. In partnership, he owns with Peyton Moore of Napoleon. This is a 3-year-old bay filly by Uncle Peter. $21,792 lifetime. This is another one who took his mark as a 2-year-old, a 158-2 at Scioto Downs, but 4 back was a winner, 203-1 at Napoleon. Number 2 is Annie L. She is 3rd in the point standings for the fair finals. $50,000 finals. The top 8 will make it at Northfield Park on the 11th of October. Annie L. is a 3-year-old bay filly by Long Tom. Has 5 wins this year, 9 seconds and a third. 7 career wins, 73,000 lifetime. Took a mark at Greenville, the Dark County Fair, about a month ago. 2 minutes and a fifth. The 2, Annie L. 3, Just a Classic, Ed Greeno Jr. for E.G. Trot, 3-year-old bay filly by Enterprise. In 12 starts, has 1 second, 3 thirds, $5,903, $24,855 lifetime. 203-2 at Urbana as a 2-year-old. 4, Deets Lightning, Dan Veneer, trains and drives, owns in partnership with John Kay and Leonard M. Saunders. This is a 3-year-old bay filly by And Away We Go. 4 wins in 16 tries, 3 seconds and a third, 11 career wins, $50,483 lifetime, 56-1 earlier in the year at Scioto Downs. on the county fair scene on the 20th of July at Tiffin was a winner of 203-2. Rounding out the field, number 5, Vanellope. David Justice drives for Hank Levan. Jessica Rogner owns 3-year-old Bay Filly by Enterprise. 12 starts in the year, yet to find the winner's circle in her lifetime. Has 4 seconds and 4 thirds, $13,356 lifetime. Qualifying mark at Northfield Park is a 2-year-old of 206, trotting some miles in 202, 202 and 4 at Burton and at Richwood. Field of 5 going postward for $6,690. The first division of the 3-year-old filly trot as we await our post parade for the 7th.
Did you get here in time to get anything to eat, Doug?
I had a couple donuts.
Did you?
When you come up north, the donuts, that's what it is, all up north. Wauseon, Napoleon, and or not Napoleon. They don't have the donuts, I don't believe. Wauseon, or do does Napoleon?
I don't think I don't think Napoleon does. I can't picture it there.
No, I guess it's just Wauseon and
in here.
In here, yeah. Great donuts.
When the wind blows the right direction, even if you're full, it makes you want another one.
And Wauseon, the pork producers and the beef producers, and that chocolate milkshake.
Yeah, that chocolate milkshake is great.
Number 1 is Gone in a Flash, owned by Tom Moore Jr. and Peyton Moore and Napoleon, trained and driven by Tom Moore Jr. Number 2 is Annie L., owned by Levan Stables Incorporated and Megan Levan of Woodstock, Ohio, and Heidi Ratliff of Marion, Ohio, trained and driven by Hank Levan. Number 3 is Just a Classic, owned by E.G. Trot LLC and Dr. Tom Adams of Findlay, trained and driven by Ed Greeno Jr. Number 4 is Dietz Lighting, owned by Venier Racing LLC of Pemberville, Ohio, and John and Leanne Saunders of Castle Rock, Colorado, trained and driven by Dan Venier. Number 5 is Vanellope, owned by Jessica Rogner of Streetsboro, Ohio, trained by Hank Levan, the driver David Justice. Horses will take 1 score and go to the gate.
Brother, you had the post parade for the 7th. Roger Houston has updated our leading drivers and trainers. This was as September 2nd, but little has changed, just adding to the total number of wins. Drew Neal at that time had 121 wins, a new record for drivers at the fairs. Most likely Drew's at about 130. How many will he get? I don't know. Hank Levan had 77. He's had some since there. Manny Miller, 68. Jeff Nysong was in 4th place. Jason Beatty was in 5th. Carson Cadrad, new on the scene this year, is 6th. Nick Clegg is 7th, a tie with Justin Irvine. Our leading trainers, that's going to go down to the wire. Betty Clegg and Rosie Weaver, along with the Levan Stables and Herman Hagerman, are our top 4 trainers on the year on the fair circuit.
I've been real impressed with Carson Conrad. I haven't met him yet, but he really has done well this season.
He doesn't get up this way. You're right. He's definitely third generation, might be 4th generation. His grandpa, I don't know if it was Elmer Conrad, was on the Johnny Carson show one time with
Really?
Horse. Yes. I forget what the story was about that. This was back maybe in the late 50s, early 60s. He was on the Johnny Carson show. Something to do with horse racing. What it was, I don't know for sure.
We got something we're checking on over at the front of the grandstand over here. Bring your horses back to the front of the grandstand. Another little short turn.
What was that about?
I'm not sure. Bill just called them back over here to the front of the grandstand. All of the horses to come take a short turn.
No wagering, so it's not for that. The wings of the gate were open. I have no idea what it would be. Because I think they were headed to the gate.
I'm not 100% sure that our ambulance squad didn't go for a quick lunch break or something. I saw them walk across the track a little while ago, and then
I'm sure. I bet that very well could be, and that they noticed that.
Yep. Yeah, the golf cart was over there circling around. I don't think there's anybody in the ambulance right now.
I bet you're right on that, Matt.
They do have a milkshake stand here. I've never had one from here, I don't think, so I might give it a shot. I'm definitely going to get some fish fries on the way out. I think this is
they're here?
Yeah, this is the last place, I think, to get them for the year.
You're probably right. You know, I'm surprised they're never at Delaware.
Yeah. I think they'd clean up at Delaware. They clean up
would
everywhere
they?
they go.
Oh.
Every time I go anywhere, there's fish fries. You know, there are 5-10 people.
Now, what's your favorite sandwich at Delaware?
Oh, I get the fish sandwich.
The fish sandwich right down from the grandstand there.
Yep. I really like that. I've had the bologna from there, too. It's pretty good. I think that might be the Waldo bologna.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
There we go. They got their snacks and heading back to the job.
Okay. So it's gone in a flash. Annie L, Just a Classic, Deets Lightning, and Vanellope headed to the gate. 3-year-old filly trotters, first division for $6,690.
Then comes Annie L, Just a Classic, Deets Lightning with Vanellope on side. Starting gate is rolling now. Here they come. The year off and trotting. The first horse away in the middle of the track is Just a Classic. At the rail, second is Annie L. Third is Gone in a Flash. Moving up fourth is Deets Lighting, and the last horse after going off stride is Vanellope. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Ed Greeno has Just a Classic on top by a length and a half. Trotting second is Gone in a Flash, driven by Tom Moore Jr. Racing third, down the backside is Annie L, driven by Hank Levan. Fourth is Deets Lighting, driven by Dan Vinier. And farther back, fifth is Vanellope, driven by David Justice. First quarter trot in 32 1/5 seconds. And now with the lead is Gone in a Flash. Racing second, Just a Classic. Moving along third is Annie L. Deets Lighting is fourth, and then comes Vanellope. Front four pretty well bunches to make the turn to come down past the stand for the first time. Tom Moore Jr. and Gone in a Flash bringing the horses down to the half. Sitting in there second is Ed Greeno Jr. with Just a Classic. Moving along third is Annie L. Deets Lighting is closing in fourth, and farther back fifth is Vanellope. Past the half-mile mark, that's Gone in a Flash by a length and a half over Just a Classic. On the outside third, Annie L.
102 and 4/5.
First half trotted in 102 4/5 as they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch Gone in a Flash. A length and a half backside. On the outside second is Annie L. Third along the rail is Just a Classic, and now Deets Lighting moves up fourth. Front four still well bunched going to the 3/4 mile mark. Still with the lead is Gone in a Flash. 2 lengths back second is Annie L. Deets Lighting now third on the outside. Just a Classic fourth, and trailing is Vanellope. 3/4 in 135 2/5 as they race around the upper turn to head for pay dirt. Gone in a Flash now opens up about 3.5 lengths over Annie L with Deets Lighting still third, followed by Just a Classic fourth. as they race toward home. That's Gone in a Flash and NEL. Gone in a Flash, NEL, and Dietz Lighting. It's going to be Gone in a Flash, and here they all come. Looks like NEL held on for second with Dietz Lighting for third. A mile in 2:06 and 3/5.
2:06 and 3, Gone in a Flash. Second win of the season. Hero Bay Philip, Uncle Peter, this a $10,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. 2 years ago, Tom Moore and Peyton Moore own. NEL was second. The 4, Dietz Lightning, finished third. The 3, Just a Classic, was fourth. And the 5, Vanellope, finished fifth. Some interesting facts here from Tom Pye, the harness guy.
If you get out your tickets, another drawing. The next winning number is 3975232.
A total of 600 horses in Ohio. Harness horses are racing today. That's at the 2 major tracks, Northfield and Scioto Downs. And Northfield and Scioto each has qualifiers today. And our 4 county fairs going on. The 4 county fairs are hosting 277 horses racing. That's Montpelier, here at Montpelier, Old Washington, Worcester, and Upper Tonight. 277 trotters and pacers going to the gate at the county fairs. A total of 600 horses racing today. That is unbelievable. I never thought of that.
Sent a message to the crew the other day that I thought today the only horses that weren't racing in the state were the ones that raced yesterday.
Probably.
Because it's just, when I started looking at entries, I could not believe how many races there were at some of these fairs.
One of the winners go, coming in from Napoleon, Ohio, comes number 1, Gone in a Flash. Owned by Tom Moore Jr. and Peyton Moore. Trained to win a victory by Tom Moore Jr. The flight sheet for this race is courtesy of Feckler Monument Company. Our family helping your family.
I got to change. I had 6.5 and then 7, not 6. 22, yeah.
Let's have a big hand here for Tom Moore Jr., Jennifer Main, Cooper Stambaugh, and Gone in a Flash, and the Feckler Monument Company, the donors of the fly sheet. Race 7 from the top. Number 1, Gone in a Flash, was a winner. Number 2, NEL, was second. Number 3, Just a Classic, was fourth. Number 4, Dietz Lighting, was third. And number 5, Vanellope, was fifth. Time of the first quarter was 32 and 1/5. The half was in 102 and 4/5. The 3 quarters in 135 and 2/5, with a mile in 206 and 3/5. From the top, it should read 1, 2, 4, 3, 5 on the bottom, a mile in 206 and 3/5. In the upcoming race 8, number 3, Creating Dreams, the driver will be Greg Bateson. Greg Bateson will drive number 3, Creating Dreams. Number 5, Pleasing L, the driver will be Harrison Levan. Harrison Levan will drive number 5, Pleasing L. Need a representative of James Sumner.
8th race up next, 2-year-old filly trotters, field of 7. We'll be back to take a look at all 7 of these trotters right after this.
Woolham Racing has been racing and breeding winners for over 5 decades, specializing in the development of young horses racing in Ohio. We are currently looking for new partnership opportunities as the fall sales approach. Our facilities feature a half-mile all-weather track, a sand track, beautiful turnouts, and everything that is needed to set your next quarter filly up for success. Want to own your next resource and have fun doing it? If so, contact us today and join in on the thrill of Ohio harness racing.
In Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm has the stallions you are looking for, like What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and In Range, as well as Branded by Lindy, Jug Winner Luz Pearlman, Racing Hill, and Guardian Angel Oz. Hickory Lane will offer a host of Ohio sired yearlings this fall, including 6 by In Range, 5 by Uncle Peter, 4 by Guardian Angel Oz, and 1 by What the Hill. Find out more at hickorylanefarm.com.
Have you heard about Bob? It's the Buckeye Owner Bonus, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association's new incentive program. The program is for people who purchase yearlings or retain their homebreds out of mares registered and eligible for the OHHA's Breeders' Award program at the upcoming 2025 sales. The total bonus will be 1/2 the amount designated for that year's Breeders' Award program. For more information about the Buckeye Owner Bonus, visit OHHA.com or call 614-221-3650.
Woolham Racing and Stable.ca, all offer, both of those offer fractional ownership with the yearling sales coming up. Woolham Stable and Stable.ca. If you'd like to become a partial owner, contact Woolham Racing Stable or the Stable.ca. 8th race up next, 2-year-old filly trotters for $13,580. Field of 7 off the rail. The one-town gal, Ed Greeno Jr. For E.G. Trot, this 2-year-old brown filly's by Creatine. 2 wins in 11 tries, 2 seconds, 3/3, 15,207 and 1 at the home track in Findlay. 2 Neighbor Lady, Jeff Nysunger drives and trains. Owns in partnership with Kathy Gorby and My Three Sons Stable. Neighbor Lady standing second in the point standings for the Ohio Fair Finals. She's a 2-year-old bay filly by In Range. She's made $22,668. She has 5 wins in 2 seconds and 2/3, and she has a mark of 202 and 3/5 at 11 2. Neighbor Lady. 3 Creating Dreams. This 2-year-old bay filly is by Creatine. Greg Bateson will drive for Art Gillum Jr. Has a win in 11 starts, 3 seconds, 4/3, $8,982, 205 at Wilmington. 4 Grapevine Disaster, Mark Hedworth for Michael Lee. This bay filly's by Long Tom, a $20,000 Ohio Select purchase. Has a win in 9 tries with 3/3, $11,029, 203 and 3 at Northfield Park in a qualifier, but winner by a neck at Wassillon on the 30th of August of 205 and 4. 5 is Pleasing L, Harrison Levan for the Levan Stables, 2-year-old bay filly by In Range. Was a winner last time out. Louis Levan drove. Took the trotting hobbles off, 204 and 3. She was a winner at Kenton. 15,744 this year, 203 and 4 at Marysville. But as we mentioned, the winner last time out, 204 and 3, trotting hobbles off at Kenton. 6 is Hangtide Honey Out. Levan Stables, Woodstock, Darmafall Racing, Hurley Racing, and Mega Levan owned. This 2-year-old bay filly's by In Range. She a $30,000 Lexington Select purchase. $45,909. Took a mark at Souda Downs, 58 and 1. Winner last time out, 203 at Kenton. 7 Little Flicka, Gregory Diamond. Owns Trains and Drives. The bay filly Long Tom, a $9,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. Has a win in 10 tries, 2 seconds, 2/3, $7,364, 206 and 4 at Bowling Green. That was back on the 28th of July. Field of 7 for $13,580.
rewinding real quick, Doug. Tom Moore Jr. that just won that last race. I wanted to fact check myself here before I opened my mouth, but we used to race a lot of horses against junior and senior, and Tom Moore Sr. was a very nice man. Was always real patient with me when I probably bothered him in the paddocks and stuff, But, I mean, they've had a lot of nice trotters over the years. I couldn't remember for sure, but he was an avid golfer. He was the youngest person ever to play in a tournament down in Hawaii while he was still in high school.
Really?
Yeah, he played against guys like
Now,
Gary.
this is senior?
Yeah, senior.
Okay.
Played against guys like Gary Player, some older PGA guys that, were very successful. So he's a member of the Napoleon High School Hall of Fame for golf and a member of the Northwest Ohio Colt Racing Association Hall of Fame for training racehorses.
I'll be darned. Amazing.
Yeah. So congratulations to the Moore family. Tom Moore Jr. Always good to see him get one. Very small stable, but always had, like I say, a lot of nice trotters over the years.
Look down the way, Dave Brewer, who had to sound at this fair for many years, along with his father and Wasion. He did Sliney, he did Walpock, he did Sydney. He did about 6 or 8 fairs. He told me he sold the business out. And he just misses these fairs. Some of these people, for years he's been coming, makes friends with. So he came back this year just to mingle and eat his favorite fair food and talk to some people.
Get to enjoy it a little
Yeah,
bit now.
Get to enjoy it a little bit, yes.
Yeah, I sure miss having him
Yes.
on the scene. I mean, he was absolute money every
Yes.
time I needed
Oh,
anything.
yes.
Trot, going for a purse of $13,580 and a fly sheet courtesy of Shane Sumner, Realtor and Auctioneer. Number 1 is Town Gal, owned by E.G. Trot, LLC of Findlay, trained and driven by Ed Greeno Jr. Number 2 is Neighbor Lady, owned by Kathy Gorby of Huntsville, Ohio, R3 Sun Stable, LLC of Atlanta, Georgia, and Nicesonger Stable, LLC of Lebanon, Ohio, trained and driven by Jeff Nicesonger. Number 3 is Creating Dreams, owned by Chad Sloan of Xenia, Ohio, and Herb Hall of Beaver Creek, Ohio, trained by Art Gillum Jr., the driver Greg Bateson. Number 4 is Grapevine Disaster, owned by Mike Lee of Rudolph and Duke Sugg and Steve Moss of Deschler, trained by Mike Lee, the driver Mark Hedworth. Number 5 is Pleasing Al, owned by Levan Stables and Megan Levan of Woodstock, Ohio, Max Perry of Mingo, Ohio, and Richard Fries of Northfield, Ohio, trained by Hank Levan, the driver Harrison Levan. Number 6 is Hang Tight Honey Al, owned by Levan Stables and Megan Levan of Woodstock, Ohio, Dharma Fall Racing Enterprises, Sylvania, Ohio, and Hurley Racing of Dublin, Ohio, trained and driven by Hank Levan. And number 7 is Little Flicka, owned, trained and driven by Greg Diamond of Bell, Florida.
Well, Neighbor Lady would probably be our favorite. She stands second in the point standings. Hang Tight Honey L from post 6 will be on the outside. She has a mark of 58-1 at Scioto Downs. I believe she took one of the divisions of the Buckeye Stallions series there earlier in the year. She coming off a win at Kenton of 203. 13,580 on the line. Town Gal, Neighbor Lady, Creating Dreams, Grapevine Disaster, Pleasing L, Hang Tight Honey L, and Lilla Flicka. Field of 7 will be making their way to the Mike Wepkenberg starting gate. Tell you what, it just could not be a better day. What did I say? 75 degrees, no humidity, a little bit of a breeze.
Yeah, every time that breeze kicks up, it is just perfect.
Now, how far was this? An hour or less for you?
That's about an hour and 20 for me.
Is it an hour and 20?
Yeah. I actually had to get on the turnpike today. Usually I take a road called 20 or Central Ave in Toledo, and my maps was saying that something must have happened and I shouldn't come that way.
Okay.
So I jumped on the turnpike, and I'd never taken the turnpike over here before. I was one exit away from where they stop and make you pay a toll. I mean, I didn't know it was free after a certain point. I would at least try to get past that. But I think I was on the turnpike for 4 miles. They charged me $2. I got it in my center console, grabbed a handful of change I was going to give them. They said $2. I said, for what?
Yeah.
at the post. Starting gate is rolling now. Here they come. They're off and trotting. The first horse away on the outside is Neighbor Lady. But Neighbor Lady now goes off stride. Also off stride is Disaster. Now taking over is Town Gal. Moving up on the outside second is Pleasing L. Also on the move third is Hang Tight Hunley L. Racing in their fourth is Creating Dreams. Side fifth now comes Neighbor Lady. Racing sixth is Little Flicka. And the last horse is Great Disaster. Going to that quarter-mile mark, Ed Greeno Jr. has Town Gal on top by a length and a half. Trotting in there second is Pleasing L, driven by Harrison Levan. Racing third is Hang Tight Honey L, driven by Hank Levan. And fourth is Creating Dreams, driven by Greg Bateson. Fifth is Little Flicka, driven by Greg Diamond. 32 and 4/5. First quarter trotted in 32 and 4/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stands for the first time, that's Town Gal on top by 2 lengths over Pleasing L. Still racing third is Hang Tight Honey L. Fourth is Creating Dreams. Little Flicka is fifth. Sixth is Grapevine Disaster, the last horse, Neighbor Lady. Past the half-mile mark, Town Gal shows on top by 2 lengths over Pleasing L.
105 and 1/5. 105 and 1/5.
First half trotted in 105 and 4/5. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4-mile mark. The one to catch is Town Gal. A length and a half back second, Pleasing L. Third is Hang Tight Honey L. Flying up on the outside fourth and trotting fastest of all is Little Flicka. Creating Dreams is fifth. Grapevine Disaster moves up sixth. Seventh is Neighbor Lady. Past that 3/4-mile mark, Town Gal still shows on top. On the outside second now is Hang Tight, is Pleasing L with Hang Tight Honey L at the rail third. 3/4 in 138 and 2/5 as they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. Town Gal along the rail with the lead. On the outside second now is Hang Tight Honey L. Moving up to wait 3 wide on the outside comes Little Flicka as they drive through the wire. It's Hang Tight Honey L and Little Flicka. Hang Tight Honey L and Little Flicka. It's going to be Hang Tight Honey L, and here they all come. Little Flicka up for second. Up for third is Town Gal.
2:10 and 3/5.
A mile in 2:10 and 3/5.
2:10 and 3, Hang Tight Honey L, who got away third. Hank worked a trip out there. One of the favorites, Neighbor Lady, made a break leaving, and a big hole gap opened up. We had some breakers. Hank got away from post 6. Said Hang Tight Honey L, third most of the mile. 2:10 and 3. The fillies were a little tired coming home. 32 and 4, 5 and 4, 38 and 2. The surprise was a 7. Little Flicka, who had a lot of trot, was on the grandstand side, who got away way back fourth, but was gapped away.
Second start trotting hobbles there for Little Flicka. She really seemed to respond to that because a lot of X's before that, but she really did.
And she responded at Wasion, finished third.
Yeah.
So Hang Tight Honey L, Levan Stable, Dharma Fall Racing, and Hurley Racing, and Megan Levan. She gets her 10th of the season. Be a big paycheck today. Take her earnings to about $53,000 this year. Joe and Fran Dharma Fall are down in the winner's circle. They wait the return of Hang Tight Honey L.
Talked to them a little bit before the race. Is their plans tomorrow with no fares is to go down to the Mud Hens.
Okay, yeah.
Mud Hen season ticket holders. So
now, will they go to Delaware, I wonder?
I
don't know. I can't believe they'd miss it, but I know they don't like the crowds.
It's Sylvania and Dublin, Ohio. Comes number 6, Hang Tight Honey L. Owned by Levan Stables, Dharma Fall Racing, Hurley Racing, and Megan Levan. trained into the victory by Hank Levan. The fly sheet for this race is courtesy of Shane Sumner, Realtor and Auctioneer. Let's really hear it here for Joe and Fran Darmafall, Hank Levan, and Hang Tight Honeyell, and to Shane Sumner, Realtor and Auctioneer, the sponsor of this fly sheet.
Yeah, I know Joe has said before he does not like driving around the Columbus area.
No,
I don't blame him a bit. It gets a little hectic down there certain times of the day.
Well, they come from the Toledo area with 23 right over to Delaware.
Yeah,
probably?
yeah, so they wouldn't have to get into
so
Columbus
that might not be
at all.
too bad.
I hope they get to make it down.
Yes.
They got a lot of nice horses down there this year. I imagine Hank will be racing quite a few of them over there.
Now, do you have work to do when you get back to the hotel for the next day, getting
Number 4 against number 1. Objection of number 4 against number 1.
do you have work you have to get ready for the next day? Like
sometimes it definitely depends on how the day went the day before and what kind of stuff we want to try and add to it the next day and things like that. It's not usually too much.
Well, we got an inquiry here. I did see something at the wire. 4 against 1. Grapevine disaster, I guess, against the one-town Gal Greeno Jr. and Mark Hedworth, the 2 drivers involved. The mile was 2:10 3, won by Hang Tight Honey L. I'm going to go down and get me a water. If you can go into commercial after this, and I will be back shortly.
Yep.
An hour
Here are the official placings for race 8 from the top. Number 1, Town Gal, finished 3rd, was placed 4th for interference in the home stretch. Number 2, Neighbor Lady, was 6th. Number 3, Creating Dreams, was 5th. Number 4, Grapevine Disaster, finished 4th, was placed 3rd. Number 5, Pleasing Al, was 7th. Number 6, Hang Tight Honey Al, was the winner. And number 7, Lilla Flicka, was 2nd. Time of the first quarter was 32 4/5. The half was in 105 1/5. The 3/4 in 138 2/5, with a mile in 210 3/5. From the top, it should read 465 371. 2 on the bottom. The mile in 210 3/5. The representative of Yoder's Yard Care, trackside after the next race for the Toby presentation.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
Cool Winds Farm is one of Ohio's premier standardbred breeding farms. Cool Winds stands the popular Dancin' Yankee, Jug winner Southwind Aussie, and the royally bred Western Fame. Cool Winds Farm is proud to present our yearling consignments at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 12th, and at the Standardbred Horse Sale in Harrisburg during the cool winds of November.
In Ohio, we know a thing or two about greatness. It's in our blood. It's in our horses. Ohio Standardbreds are built to win, racing for nearly $23 million in Ohio Stakes races. See Ohio's top yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale Friday, September the 12th at the Pickaway County Event Center. Show day is Thursday. Experience the thrill and invest in the future with the Buckeye Owner Bonus. Eligible Ohio sired yearlings get a bonus after their 2- and 3-year-old racing season. Learn more at OhioHarnessHorseBreeders.com.
Number 1 is Hydroplane and Henry, owned, trained, and driven by Bob Rowland of Jackson, Michigan. Number 2 is RC Enterprise, owned by Levan Stables and Harrison Levan of Woodstock, Ohio, trained by Max Perry, and also by Max Perry of Mingo, Ohio, and Richard Fries of Northfield, Ohio, trained and driven by Hank Levan. Number 3 is Big Dilly Billy, owned by Trina Hohenstein of Hillsdale, Michigan, trained by Brian Boring, the driver, Greg Bateson. Number 4 is Oh Mickey, owned by James Crawford IV of Erieville, New York, trained and driven by Jeff Nysonger. Number 5 is Dublin's Date Night, owned by E.G. Trot LLC of Findlay, trained by Ed Greeno Jr., the driver, Cody Greeno. And number 6 is Uncle Rat, owned by Railroad Express Stable, Gribble, Indiana, trained by Leroy Eicher, the driver, Mark Hedworth. Horses will take one score and go to the gate.
Ninth race, 3-year-old Colt Trot, and another nice purse, $12,660. Greg Bateson to drive the 3, Big Dilly Billy, Mark Kedworth the 6, Uncle Rat. Hydroplane and Henry off the rail, Bob Rollin. Owns, trains, and drives the 3-year-old Bago to the son of Marseille. Trotting hobbles on the last 2 starts, that was the answer. Trotted a mile in 2 minutes at Wauseon, so look for him to do better things today. 6 wins and 12 tries this year. Started to make the breaks just the last few starts before the last 2 at Wauseon and Van Wert, where the trotting hobbles went on. $57,992 lifetime. 2, RC Enterprise, Hank Levan, trains and drives. 3-year-old Bay Gelding by Watt the Hill has 2 wins this year, 8 seconds, 6 thirds. 50,000 lifetime, 57 at Scioto Downs earlier in the year. Greg Bateson picks up the drive on the 3, Big Dilly Billy for Brian Broyne. 2-year-old Bay Gelding, son of Bullville Powerful, has 9 starts, has a third this year, 5,700 lifetime. Jeff Nysaunger, who has a driving win on today's card, drives the 4 O Mickey. He also trains for James Crawford of New York. 3-year-old Bay Gelding, son of a Long Tom, a $31,000 Ohio Select purchase. 7 career wins, 62,000 lifetime. Earlier in the year, 202-1 at Chillicothe at the Ross County Fair. 2 back was winner 5 and 4 at Findlay. Cody Greeno, the 5, Dublin's Date Night. 3-year-old Bay Gelding, son of Enterprise. Has 1 win. That was last year. 19,358 lifetime, 209 at Wapak last year. Last time out, trotted a mile and 4 and 1 at Wauseon. And rounding out the field on the far outside will be the 6, Uncle Rat. Mark Hedworth now will drive for Leroy Eicher. 3-year-old Bay Gelding, son of Uncle Peter, a $17,000 Ohio Select purchase 2 years ago, is yet to find a winner's circle this year. Last year had 2 wins, 15,000 lifetime. Took a mark at Kenton last year at the Hardin County Fair of 201 and 2. 2 back was second at Van Wert, trotting a mile and 5 and 1. Raced at Wauseon just a week ago, finished third, trotting the mile in 202 and 1/5. Field of 6, Hydroplane and Henry, RC Enterprise. Big Dilly Billy, O Mickey, Dublin's Date Night, and Uncle Rat's on the outside. Let's go upstairs to Bill Peters.
Here they come. They're off and trotting. The first horse away is Hydroplane and Henry. Racing in there second is RC Enterprise as Big Dilly Billy goes off stride third. Moving up fourth, that's O Mickey. At the rail fifth is Dublin's Date Night. The last horse is Uncle Rat. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Bob Rowland has Hydroplane and Henry on top by a length and a half. Trotting second is RC Enterprise, driven by Hank Levan. Third is O Mickey, driven by Jeff Nysaunger. Fourth is Dublin's Date Night, driven by Cody Greeno. Racing fifth is Uncle Rat, driven by Mark Hedworth. The last horse still off stride, Big Dilly Billy, driven by Greg Bateson.
32 and 4/5.
First quarter trotted in 32 and 4/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stands for the first time, Hydroplane and Henry on top by 2 lengths over RC Enterprise. Third is O Mickey. Fourth is Dublin's Date Night. Uncle Rat is fifth, and farther back 6 is Big Dilly Billy. As they come down to the half-mile mark, the front 5 pretty well bunched. That's Bob Rowland and Hydroplane and Henry bringing the horses down to the half. Sitting in there second is Hank Levan with RC Enterprise. Third is O Mickey. Dublin's Date Night fourth. Fifth is Uncle Rat.
106 and 1/5.
First half trotted in a leisurely 106 and 1/5. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over to that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch Hydroplane and Henry. Flying up on the outside second now is O Mickey. At the rail third is RC Enterprise. Fourth and on the move is Uncle Rat. Fifth along the rail, Dublin's Date Night. And farther back 6 is Big Dilly Billy. Going to the 3/4 mile mark. That's O Mickey sticking his nose out in front, but battling back along the rail is Hydroplane and Henry. Uncle Rat on the outside third. RC Enterprise at the rail fourth, and Dublin's Date Night right there fifth.
138 and 1/5.
3/4 in 138 and 1/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt, that's Hydroplane and Henry answering the call and trotting right on. On the outside second, O Mickey. At the rail third, RC Enterprise. On the outside fourth, Uncle Rat. As they race through the lane, that's Hydroplane and Henry and O Mickey. It's going to be Hydroplane and Henry, and here they'll come. Up for second, RC Enterprise. Up for third, O Mickey. A mile in 2:07 and 4/5.
That's a good back half on this track today.
Yes, it was. Half and 6 and 1. Nysaunger was out and on the move with O Mickey midway in the turn past the half, and he was picking them off one by one, but just couldn't clear Bob Rowland and Hydroplane and Henry, who cut the mile, Matt. Must have been a purchase, I assume, off of Ernie Ayers, or Ernie Ayers was listed as trainer. Has 6 wins on the year and put the trotting hobbles on and did it today.
Yeah, Yeah, he's an awful tough horse when he gets off the gate, behaves himself there at the gate. I don't know what that was all about. I try and talk to Ernie Ayers every chance I get. He said that Henry's kind of a high-strung trotter. Emotional, I think, is the word that maybe his wife used. But I know it's tough for Ernie to, if the 2-year-old colts and 3-year-old colts don't go on the same day. He also has Luck, who won earlier today. So, if you have to go to a fair twice in 2 days, it ends up being a lot of work and time away from home. So
there you have it. I'll tell you what, Bob Rollin, it lists him as 78 years old. He sure doesn't look
no.
I wouldn't know him without his colors, but he doesn't sit on there like he's that old. He does a great job.
Owned, trained and over victory by Bob Rowland. The fly sheet for this race is courtesy of Yoder's Yard Care, and Matt Yoder is in the winner's circle for the trophy presentation. That's a big hand here.
78-year-old out there, Bob Rowland, driving. What was going through my mind? I'm 72. Well, I got 6 more years in me.
And the Yoder's Yard Care, the
because I think announcing
announcing
is much easier than riding on that rough track on a cart.
Imagine pulling on you pretty good, too. He looks like he's a little, usually those front-end horses will grab on pretty good. He seems to handle it no problem.
And the official placings for race 9 from the top. Number 1, Hydroplane and Henry was the winner. Number 2, RC Enterprise was second. Number 3, Big Dilly Billy was sixth. Number 4, Old Mickey was third. Number 5, Dublin's Date Night was fifth. And number 6, Uncle Rat was fourth. Time of the first quarter was 32 4/5. The half was in 106 1/5. The 3/4 in 138 1/5. With a mile in 207 4/5. From the top it should read 1, 2, 6, 3, 5, 4. A mile in 207 4/5.
10th race up next, 3-year-old filly trotters. Second division for $6,690. Field of 5. Bill going through our drivers. Did you get a driver on the 1?
Flexing. The driver will be David Justice.
We'll give you that driver when we come back. We'll come back to take a look at the 10th race right after this.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
Will Willie Winnett be at Delaware?
From what I understand, Willie Winnett will be at Delaware. I think Sunday and Monday anyway.
Sunday and Monday, Willie Winnett will be at Delaware. So bring your kids out to Delaware. Definitely Sunday, Willie Winnett will be there. 10th race, 3-year-old filly trotters, field of 5, beginning with a 1. Peter Butter Cupcake. Give you the driver here when we get it. Art Gillum Jr. for Chad Sloan and Herbert Hall. 3-year-old Bay filly by Uncle Peter, a $33,000 Ohio Select purchase 2 years ago. $42,000 in the bank lifetime, 58-3 at Northfield Park. Early in the year has 3 wins, 7 seconds, and 2/3 in 21 tries this year. 2, Caliel, Hank Levan, trains and drives for the Levan stables. Megan Levan and Max Perry and E. Perry of Cable, Ohio. This 3-year-old Bay fillies by Watt the Hill. $44,000 lifetime, 204-3 is a 2-year-old at Lima. Has 1 win this year, $24,000. That win coming at Ottawa in 2:05. 3, Madam L. Harrison Levan drives for Hank Levan. 3-year-old Bay filly by Marseille, a $15,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. Has 5 career wins, 6 seconds and 7/3. Just right at $48,000. Took a mark last year at Greenville over a sloppy track of 2:03. Has 2 second-place finishes in the last 3 starts, trotting a mile 2:02-1 at Findlay and 2:04 at Mount Gilead. 4, Sienna Sunrise, Mark Hedworth for Michael Lee. 4 career wins, 6 seconds, 2/3, $82,000 lifetime, 56-4 at Northfield Park. 3 back was a winner of 2:03-3 at Berea. 5, Corfu Flexing, Jeff Nysonger for Roy Justice, 3-year-old Bay filly by Flex the Muscle. 9 starts this year, has a second. Lifetime $7,472. Trotted a mile in 2 minutes and 3/5 at Scioto Downs in a non-winners of 1 condition back on the 8th of August. Field of 5, we await the post parade for the 10th race. You will not be at the sale then, Ohio Select sale. Will we have a film crew there or anything?
We're sending some people down just, well, I think somebody's going to be set up there in an actual booth.
Okay, with everything they always do with the getting new owners maybe signed up.
I believe so,
Or
yeah.
explaining the Bob new thing
Yep. And then
for the breeders that's out there.
We are going to send some people down just to get some footage and some pictures and stuff for the magazine and that. I wish we could do it live, but it's
it'd be a
too
long day.
much with the.
I was trying to think.
jug
I think they're selling $285 or something like that, and they start at 10. I can't remember how many. Can they sell in a minute and a half? Sell one.
I was there last year, and I think that was. They were hoping to go at least every couple minutes,
Yeah,
so
it had to be about every 2.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to vary. Sometimes it's going to be 2.5 minutes, maybe even 3.
Yeah. The
Those
owner wants it
high-priced
to be 3 or 4,
Yeah,
people keep bidding, but yeah.
I was watching Keeneland Monday, their yearling sale up. I think it was a full brother to, now I can't remember who the brother was, but anyhow, it was $3.3 million. A yearling.
I mean, what do you – I don't even know what to say about that. It would take so long to get that money back, even if they're a great horse. It's still going to be – I mean, they basically have to be an unbeatable 2- and 3-year-old and then go to stud.
Go to this breeding shed,
to be even remotely worth that. I don't know how you pick one out at some of those sales. Like even our select sale last year, I had a hard time picking one out.
Yeah.
But then you see those shiny thoroughbreds come in that they're going to bring $1.5 million.
I know Hip
like,
28
wow.
is a full sister to Sugar Instead.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's going to – yep, they'll go nuts for that one, I'm sure.
That would be my dream job, would be the auctioneer. I don't want to say his name because I don't know it for sure. He does a select sale, and then he'll do he'll work at Fasig-Tippin and do thoroughbreds and harness there at Fasig-Tippin here next month. But he's a great auctioneer. I just love to listen to those good auctioneers.
Yep. Yeah, some people really have a talent for it.
Yep. But you got to be on your toes, boy. You got to know who's bidding and who's not.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I mean, they pretty much just work on a commission of the sale, right? Is that how that works some of the times?
Yeah, I don't know for sure on that. If they get us, I don't know.
That'd be a pretty nice gig if he did.
It could be just so much that day, and I have no idea. And some of those auctioneers might be tied in with the sale company itself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But it costs, like at your sales, I've talked to Steve Cross, who has the Buckeye Classic. It costs, about $250 to $350 to catalog one. That usually pays for your rental facility and your catalog, your printing, because that can really add up.
I'm sure, yeah.
Ed Sloan of Xenia, Ohio, and Herb Hall of Beaver Creek, Ohio. Trained by Art Gillum Jr., the driver is Jeff Nysonger. Number 2 is Kelly L. All by Levan Stables Incorporated and Megan Levan of Woodstock, Ohio, Max Perry of Mingo, Ohio, and Ed Perry of Cable, Ohio, trained and driven by Hank Levan. Number 3 is Madam L. All by Levan Stables Incorporated and Megan Levan of Woodstock, Ohio. Also Harrison Levan of Woodstock, Ohio, and Rosemary Levan of Lewistown, Ohio, trained by Hank Levan, the driver Harrison Levan. Number 4 is Sienna Sunrise. All by James Bellasack of Strong, Ohio. Mike Lee of Rudolph, Ohio, Bob Carson of Strongsville, Ohio, and Dr. Jill Dennell of Delta, Ohio, trained by Mike Lee, the driver, Mark Hedworth. And number 5 is Corfu Flexing, owned by Hoofit Racing LLC, Roy Justice of Marysville, trained by Roy Justice, the driver, David Justice. Horses will take one score.
Well, there you had the post-break. Jeff Nysinger will drive the one Peter Butter Cupcake. Levan Stables has 2 of them in here, the 3 Madam L and the 2 Cali L. Now, Jeff Nysinger is driving the 5. I got to get a driver on the.
I think it was Nysinger on the 1 and
Nysinger's on the 1. David Justice on the.
Yeah, on the 5.
Let me see. I don't even see the 5 right now.
I think he's just coming out.
I see everything but the 5. Yes.
Should be just coming out now, or close to. Yeah, I see.
I believe that probably is David Justice. Yes, David Justice will drive the 5. Or Roy Justice, probably the trainer. Probably Roy Justice. David Justice, I think, works for the Levans.
He does, but it sure looks like David. I can see the.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yep. Yes, that is David Justice driving the 5, Corfu Flexing. Harris Levan, the 3, Jeff Nysinger, the 1. Lefkenberg starting gate, making their way into position for the 10th.
So you're not heading to Upper Sandusky after this, are you, Doug?
No.
It is a nice track, nice fair.
Yes,
over there.
it is. It's a nice track. Yeah,
you've been there before, haven't you?
Yes,
called some races.
I worked there last year.
Yeah.
I've never been to Old Washington. Old Washington, you can see the track from I-70. I mean, you can just about throw a softball from your car and hit the track. You're that close. I think Ashley Daly's at Old Washington today. I don't know if Susan's going tonight.
Susan and
Tom Pye?
Susan and Chris were going to make the trip do all the races at Wooster and then try and get.
Oh, they're going to get up there, and Tom Pye, I believe, will be there with Susan. Yeah, so that'll be the broadcast team today.
So if that one does get on the air a little bit late, they might have hit some traffic.
It very well could. Yeah. They had 16 today, so
they were definitely not planning.
Oh
on
no,
16.
13 today.
Was it 13? It was more than what we anticipated.
And I had heard earlier, after about 3 races, the squad had left and went to the grandstand to pick somebody up, so that delayed the races.
Oh boy, yeah. That's
so I don't know what race they're on or anything.
That can make things
for
stressful.
Sure. Yes, it is what it is.
Yeah,
you're going to get there when you get there.
Yeah.
Tenth race. Let's go upstairs to Bill Peters to give us a call.
Here they come. They're off and trotting. The first horse away on the outside is Sienna Sunrise. At the rail, second is Peter Butter Cupcake. Moving in there, third is Madame L. Fourth, around the turn is Caliel, the last horse, Corfu Flexing. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Mark Hedworth has Sienna Sunrise on top by a length and a half. Trotting second is Peter Butter Cupcake, driven by Jeff Nysonger. In their third is Caliel, driven by Hank Levan. Fourth is Madame Al, driven by Harrison Levan. The last horse, Corfu Flexing, driven by David Justice.
31 3/5.
First quarter trotted in 31, and he's around that upper turn to come down past the stand for the first time. The lead is Sienna. Still racing in there. Second is Peter Butter Cupcake. Moving along third is Caliel. Fourth is Madame Al, and trailing is Corfu Flexing. Horses are in straight alignment as they come down to the half-mile mark. That's Sienna Sunrise by a length and a half. Still racing second, Peter Butter Cupcake. Third is Caliel. Fourth is Madame L. Fifth and on the move on the outside is Corfu Flexing.
103 3/5.
First half trotted in 103 3/5. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that three-quarter-mile mark. The one to catch is Sienna Sunrise. The closest horse second is Peter Butter Cupcake. Third is Caliel. Fourth, Madame L. The last horse, Corfu Flexing. Going toward that three-quarter-mile mark. Jeff Nysonger's out and on the move with Peter Butter Cupcake. But Sienna Sunrise answers the call and trots right on. That's Sienna Sunrise by a cupcake. Still third, Caliel. Fourth is Madame.
135 3/5.
Three quarters in 135 2/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's Sienna Sunrise by a length and a half over Peter Butter Cupcake. Sienna Sunrise and Peter Butter Cupcake as they race through the lane. Sienna Sunrise at the rail, closing fast on the outside, Peter Butter Cupcake. Sienna Sunrise and Peter Butter Cupcake. It's going to be Sienna Sunrise. Peter Butter Cupcake up for place, up for show is Caliel.
205 3/5.
A mile in 205 3/5.
Final quarter, 30 1/5, 205 3. Sienna Sunrise. Mark Hedworth will get his second winner on the day. Second, the one, Peter Butter Cupcake. Third, the two, Cali L. Sienna Sunrise, 3-year-old chestnut filly by Enterprise. This is a homebred. 3 wins and 15 starts this year. 3 seconds, 2/3. And he's now $27,000.
Next winning number is 3975283. That's 397.
Peter Butter Cupcake had been racing pretty good going into that one, too. That's going to be 5 seconds and a win in the last 6 starts.
Yes. Just couldn't quite get there. Pretty good final quarter. 30 1/5. 101 4 probably for the back half. Mark Hedworth comes back to the winner's circle with Sienna Sunrise. Mark Hedworth gets his second winning drive of the day.
One of the winners go coming in from Strongsville, Rudolph, and Delta, Ohio, comes number 4, Sienna Sunrise. Owned by James Bellasack, Mike Lee, Bob Carson, and Dr. Jill Dennell. Trained by Mike Lee and driven to victory this afternoon by Mark Hedworth. The fly sheet for this race is courtesy of Feckler Monument Company. Our family helping your family. Let's have a big hand here for Mark and Sharon Hedworth, Mike Lee, Tyler Burris, and Sienna Sunrise, and the Feckler Monument Company, the donors of the splash sheet.
We await a rundown for the 10th. The 11th race will be the 3-year-old filly pace, and we'll close things out with a Signature Series trot.
Race 10 from the top. Number 1, Peter Butter Cupcake was second. Number 2, Caliel was third. Number 3, Meadowmel was fourth. Number 4, Sienna Sunrise was the winner. And number 5, Corfu Flexing was fifth. Time of the first quarter was 31 3/5. The half was in 103 3/5. The 3 quarters in 131 2/5. With a mile in 205 3/5. From the top, it should read 2, 3, 4, 1, 5 on the bottom. The mile in 205 3/5.
The 11th race is next. $12,720 on the line. Features Legendary L, who is first in the point standings in the Ohio Fair standings. Sixth in the point standings will be number 2. Really, are you kidding me? And third in the point standings, number 3, Ma Honey. Should be a good one. We'll be back to take a look at these 3-year-old filly pacers right after this.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to OHHA.com. That's OHHA.com.
We are back on a gorgeous day. Montpelier, Ohio, the Williams County Fair. 3-year-old filly pacers. One division for $12,720. Off the rail, the one Legendary L. She's the number 1 point getter right now in the Ohio Fair standings at championship at Northfield Park for $50,000 on Saturday the 11th, I believe, of October. Legendary L, a winner of $82,052 this year at Sourdough Downs. She's rattled off 3 in a row. Last one, 57-4 at Kenton on last Tuesday. 2, really, are you kidding me? Dan Vernier now will drive. Vernier owns and trains 3-year-old Bay Philippa Racing Hill. This is a homebred. 11 career wins, 57,000. Took a mark last year as a 2-year-old, 57-2 at Delaware. 3 back, a winner, 59-3 at Mount Gilead. Number 3, Ma Honey. Jeff Nysonger for Ty Bates. Ma Honey, 3rd in the point standings. She's a 3-year-old Bay Philippa Well Said. She's owned a partnership of Sean McGee and Susan Bates. 6 wins this year, 13 career wins. $76,688 lifetime. 154 is a 2-year-old at Scioto Downs, 3 back, 2 minutes and a fifth at Lima at the Allen County Fair. Legendary L, really, are you kidding me? And Ma Honey will line up behind the Wepkenburg starting gate momentarily. We've got a post parade for the 11th. Let's go to Bill Peters.
Three-year-old filly Pace, going for a purse of $12,720 and a fly sheet courtesy of Al Goebbels, Massey Harris. One is Legendary Al, owned by Levan Stables Incorporated, Megan Levan of Woodstock, Ohio, and Dharma Fall Racing Enterprises, Sylvania, Ohio, trained and delivered by Hank Levan. Number 2 is Really? Are you kidding me? Owned, trained and delivered by Dan Vinier of Pemberville. And number 3 is Ma Honey, owned by Sean McGee of Swanton and Suzanne Bates of Gibsonburg, trained by Ty Bates, the driver, Jeff Nysonger. Attention, horsemen, beginning your horses running for race 12.
Field of 3. You had the post parade there. We're going to close it out. 12th and final will be the 4-year-old and up and trot Signature Series. Signature Series trotters, the final and the consolation will both go on Sunday this year at Delaware. It'll be just a few days away, and also the Springhaven Farm Ladies Driving Series goes that day. The Jug on Thursday at 11 a.m. The Jugette, 12 noon post a week from the day. If you need tickets to Delaware, we'll give you that one more time where you can purchase your tickets at. If you desire to go, I'm sure you can get them at Will Call. Great seats in the grandstand for $30. Box seats are available, hospitality tents on the back stretch, the top of the stretch, and the pavilion tent. They range $60 a day, Jug Day $100 on the backstretch tent. That includes your drinks, a buffet lunch, TVs, and much more. Pavilion tent on Jug Days $180, Jugette Day $180, Jug Day $265, both days for $375. 740-362-3851 or 1-800-DEL, D-E-L, F-A-I-R, 800-DEL, F-A-I-R, or 740-362-3851. Tickets for the Little Brown Jug. Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association will be there once again, presenting the 5 days of Delaware. It kicks off post time at 1 on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Noon post on Wednesday and an 11 a.m. post on Jug Day. Tune in way before that. We'll go on the air early with some special guests each day. I'm sure they'll kick things off with Little Brown Jug publicity director Jay Wolf on Sunday sometime around 11:30 or noon. A field of 3, Legendary Out. Are you really kidding me? And Ma Honey. Go to Bill Peters to give us a call.
And Ma Honey on the outside. Here they come. Here, off and pacing the first horse away at the rail is Legendary Al. On the outside, second, getting a little rough gated there is Really? Are you kidding me? And the third horse is Ma Honey. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over to that quarter-mile mark, Hank Levan has Legendary Al on top by a length and a half. Pacing in there second is Really? Are you kidding me? Driven by Dan Vinier. And the third horse is Ma Honey, driven by Jeff Nysonger. No change going to the quarter-mile mark. Still with the lead is Legendary Al with Really? Are you kidding me? Only a length behind. Third is Ma Honey. 31 and 4/5. First quarter pace in 31 and 4/5 seconds. Race around, come down, stands first time. Still with the lead. That is Legendary L. It is, really? Are you kidding me? Third is Ma Honey. Approaching the half-mile mark. Hank Levan still has Legendary L by a length and a half. Still racing in their third is Ma Honey. No change past the half-mile mark. Legendary L still with the lead. First half pace in 103 and 1/5. Excuse me. As they round the turn now, to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. That's Legendary L by a length and a half over. Really? Are you kidding me? With Ma Honey still third. No one has made a move as yet. Still the lead. Still. Really? Are you kidding me? With Ma Honey showing a little more pace third. 3/4 in 134 and 3/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's Legendary L now by about 2 lengths over. Really? Are you kidding me? With Ma Honey still racing third. As they race toward home. That's Legendary L. And really, are you kidding me? And Ma Honey. But past the stands, it's got to be Legendary L. And here they all come. Really? Are you kidding me? Up for second with Ma Honey for third. A mile in 2:03 and 2/5.
Back half a minute and a fifth, 2:03 and 2. 31 and 4, 103 and 1, 134 and 3. Legendary L. Hank Levan knew what he had to do. He wanted to be on top, which he was. From post 1, got him kind of a slow first half, and just let that throttle out the last 3/8 of a mile home in 2:03 and 2. Legendary L, her 14th win this year. 18th career, 14 this year. She stands number 1 in the point standings for the Ohio Fair Finals. She's owned by Levan Stables, Dharma Fall Racing, and Megan Levan. She's a 3-year-old bay filly by Bit of a Legend out of the Western Ideal mare, Albitsy Hanover. She was a $9,000 Ohio Select purchase. Earnings now about $88,000 this year for Legendary L. The Levan Stables had a couple seconds in these one division $13,000 races and had 2 winners. So they took some nice money today from the Williams County Fair. Joe Dharma Fall, as you can look down the way, Joe and Fran in the winner's circle with their filly Legendary L. And getting his second winning drive of the day. Going to close it out, 12th and final, Signature Series Trot. Scratch down to a field of 4 with a scratch of the 4. Here comes Charlie B.
In from Woodstock in Sylvania, Ohio, comes number 1, Legendary L. Owned by Levan Stables Incorporated, Dharma Fall Racing Enterprises, and Megan Levan, and trained to deliver victory by Hank Levan. The fly sheet for this race is courtesy of Al Goebel's Massey Harris, and Al Goebel is in the winner's circle for the trophy presentation. Let's have a big hand for Joe and Fran Dharma Fall, Hank Levan, and Legendary L, and Al Goebel's Massey Harris, the sponsors of this race. Here are the official placings for race 11 from the top. Number 1, Legendary L was a winner. Number 2, really? Are you kidding me? Was second. And number 3, Ma Honey was third. Time of the first quarter was 31 and 4/5. The half was in 103 and 1/5. The 3/4 in 134 and 3/5, with a mile in 2:03 and 2/5. From the top, it should read 1, 2, 3, a mile in 2:03 and 2/5.
Awful nice filly there.
Yes, she's a nice filly. How many wins did I say that was?
14 now. She realistically could get into six figures in earnings this year, real close to it, really, with that fair final going for 50.
Well, we're going to close things out, Matt. 12th race, Signature Series trot, down to a field of 4 with a scratch of the 4. Here comes Charlie B. We'll be back to take a look at the 12th and final right after this.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead Sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Wallner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
In Ohio, we know a thing or two about greatness. It's in our blood. It's in our horses. Ohio Standardbreds are built to win, racing for nearly $23 million in Ohio Stakes races. See Ohio's top yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale Friday, September the 12th at the Pickaway County Event Center. Show day is Thursday. Experience the thrill and invest in the future with the Buckeye Owner Bonus. Eligible Ohio sired yearlings get a bonus after their 2- and 3-year-old racing season. Learn more at OhioHarnessHorseBreeders.com.
We are back. Ohio Fair Racing Conference action here at Montpelier, the Williams County Fair. 12th and final. Signature Series coming to the track. Opening up now, Scioto Downs getting ready to close down. 4 more days with tonight and Wednesday through Saturday. Northfield Park still going there 4 days. I don't know the days for sure throughout the week. They do change, but they'll go till the end of the year. Dayton Raceway. Needmore Road opens up on the 23rd. Week after the Jug on a Tuesday, September 23rd, a 4 o'clock post, Tuesday through Saturday. Ohio Sire Stakes final, I believe, will go that Saturday. And I believe that will be 27th, 26th, whatever that Saturday would be. That'd be a big night of racing, the Ohio Sire Stakes final. Let me give you that date for sure. That is the 27th of September on a Saturday night. Big night of racing will be the Dayton Pacing Derby, and they have a big trot along with the Ohio Sire Stakes. Actually, on Friday night, the Gray Series, I believe, goes for $100,000, and the final, the Scarlet, for $300,000. So big night of racing Friday and Saturday, the 26th and 27th at Dayton Raceway, Ohio Sire Stakes finals. 12th race is up next. Signature Series Trot, the one Solar. Jennifer Main drives. $141,000 in lifetime for Solar. $55 and a piece at Hoosier Park 3 years ago. 2, Sierra Spirit, Mark Hedworth for Sean Mapes. $95,000 lifetime. 57 and 4 at Northfield Park. Let's go to Bill Peters for the post parade.
Part of the Signature Series, going for $2,750. Number 1 is Solar. He's a brown gelding, 8 years old, by Father Patrick out of Jupiter by Don Hanover. Owned by Sally Wadsworth, Sandusky, Michigan. Trained and driven by Jennifer Main. Lifetime earnings over $141,000. A lifetime mark, $155. Number 2 is Sierra Spirit. He's a bay gelding, 7 years old, by Southwind Spirit. Out of Sierra's Jesse by Jailhouse Jesse. Owned and trained by Sean Mapes of Reading, Michigan. Driven this afternoon by Mark Hedworth. Lifetime earnings over $95,000. A lifetime mark 157 4/5. Number 3 is Hillbilly Bert. He's a brown gelding, 12 years old, by Bite the Taxman. Out of Ebony Torch by Blowtorch. Owned and trained by Mary Beth Stanley of Battle Creek, Michigan. Driven this afternoon by Greg Bateson. Lifetime earnings over $54,000. A lifetime mark 158 4/5. The number 4 horse, Here Comes Charlie B, has been drawn. Number 5 is Team L. She's a bay mare, 8 years old, by Team 6. Out of Ariana Hall by Angus Hall. Alma Levan Stables Incorporated of Woodstock, Ohio, and Rosemary Levan of Lewistown, Ohio. Trained and driven by Hank Levan. Lifetime earnings over $189,000. A lifetime mark 156 1/5. Those are your horses for the 2025 Coney Azoff Trot. And of course, this Coney Azoff Trot is named for the horse Coney Azoff, who set a world's record for 3 heats by a gelding on a half-mile track right here at the Williams County Fair back on September 18th, 1943, and that record has never been broken. So there's always a world's record held here in Williams County, here at the Williams County Fair, with for 3 heats for a gelding on a half-mile track. Coney Azoff won the first heat in 2:04 1/2, the second heat in 2:03 3/4, and the third heat in 2:06 for a combined total of 6:14 1/4. Still a world's record for 3 heats on a half-mile track by a gelding.
Well, this Cody Azoff Trot, before the scratch of the 4, Here Comes Charlie B, had total earnings of $941,000. After you take the $459 out of Here Comes Charlie B, $459,000, it goes down to $481,000. So they're at the gate. It's Solar, Sierra Spirit, Hillbilly Bert, and Team L one final time here at the Williams County Fair.
Here they come. They're off in the Cody Azoff Trot. The first horse away is Solar. Dropping in there second is Sierra Spirit. Hillbilly Bird third with Team Al fourth. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Jennifer Main has Solar on top by 2 lengths. Racing second is Sierra Spirit, driven by Mark Hedworth. Third is Hillbilly Bert, driven by Greg Basin. And the last horse is Team Al, driven by Hank Levan. No change going toward that quarter-mile mark. That's still Solar by about 2.5 lengths over Sierra Spirit, with Hillbilly Bert third and Team Al fourth. First quarter trotted in 31 4/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stand for the first time. Solar still shows on top by 2 lengths over Sierra Spirit. Hillbilly Bird is in there third. Team L a little closer fourth now. No change coming down to the half. Solar and Jennifer Main are bringing the horses down to the half. Sitting in there second is Mark Hedworth with Sierra Spirit. Hillbilly Bird still third along the rail, but Team L is on the move on the outside fourth. Past that half-mile mark. Solar still by 2 lengths over Sierra Spirit. Team L now third and going after the leaders. Fourth is Hillbilly Bird. First half trotted in 103 1/5. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. Solar still in command, but on the outside now, Team L. Third along the rail, Sierra Spirit. Hillbilly Bird fourth. Front 3 pretty well much going to the 3/4 mile mark. Solar by a length. Team L on the outside second, Sierra Spirit along the rail third, and then comes Hillbilly Bird. Past that 3/4 mile mark, that's still Solar by a length and a half over Team L. 3/4 in 134 3/5 as they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. Solar still in the lead. Slipping through at the rail second now is Sierra Spirit. Back to third is Team L as they race toward home. That's Solar and Sierra Spirit. Solar along the rail. Sierra Spirit closing fast now. Solar and Sierra Spirit. Solar and Sierra Spirit. It's Solar wire to wire, and here the outcome. Sierra Spirit up for second. Up for third is Team L. 205 and 250. a mile in 2:05 and 2/5.
2:05 and 2. Jennifer Main gets on top. Never look back. Solar, 6-year-old brown gilded son of Father Patrick. 15th career win, 2:05 and 2, 31 and 4, 103 and 1, 134 and 3. Second was a 2, Sierra Spirit. Third to 5, Team L. Fourth to 3, Hillbilly Burt.
5-2-6-1. That's 3-9-7-5-2-6-1. Thanks for participating in our grandstand getaway draw. Winner's circle, where the winners go. Coming in from Sandusky, Michigan, comes number 1, Solar, owned by Sally Wadsworth, and trained and delivered a victory by Jennifer May. Now, this is the Coney Azoff Trot Trophy Race. Let's have a big hand here for Cooper Stambaugh, Jennifer Main, and Solar, and to Mackenzie Frame and Eric Stantz for doing a fine job here all afternoon of presenting the blankets. Let's give them all a big hand.
Well, Matt, we wait.
Here are the official placings for
go.
race 12 from the top. Number 1, Solar was a winner. Number 2, Sierra Spirit was second. Number 3, Hillbilly Burt was fourth. Number 4, Here Comes Charlie B had been drawn. Number 5, Team Al was third. Time of the first quarter was 31 and 4/5. The half was in 103 and 1/5. The 3 quarters in 134 and 3/5, with a mile in 2:05 and 2/5. From the top, it should read 1, 2, 4, scratch, 3 on the bottom, the mile in 2:05 and 2/5.
Well, that's going to wrap it up, Matt. We'll be back together again Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Yeah.
A lot of work, but a lot of fun.
Yep. Really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. It's like I said earlier, the weather's supposed to be beautiful this year again. You know, we've been real fortunate the last couple of years. Just hope it's another record attendance.
Some days it's going to be warm. When it gets right to 80, I hope we don't have that humidity.
Yeah.
That would make it, well, every day like today would just be fantastic there.
Absolutely perfect.
So I will see you Sunday. I would like to be there Saturday to help set up, but I forgot I've got to call races. I just saw there's 18 of them at Portland, Indiana Saturday.
Oh, boy.
So I will see you bright and early Sunday morning. So it's going to be a big week next week. Delaware Sunday, Monday, Tuesday at 1 o'clock post. Be sure and tune in a little bit earlier than that because there's going to be guests, I'm sure, every day. I'm sure Frank Frost or somebody's going to open it up with Jay Wolf on Sunday to talk about the Jug. Jay is the publicity director there. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 1 o'clock. Wednesday, Jugette Day, noon. Jug Day, Thursday at 11. So that's going to wrap it up for today here at Montpelier, but tune in at 5 o'clock. The Wyandotte County Fair in Upper Sandusky. More action tonight on the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association Network. For Matt Clark, Doug Ballinger, so long from Montpelier, Ohio.